Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
I am Amanada. Happy Love Month. Welcome to February.
It's a time for love, etc., etc. Lots of stuff.
So much stuff. All right, we have so much stuff.
Love is in the air.
Oh, it sure is.
Yes. We have lots of surprises, lots of hot topics, obviously Browntown. And for those of you listening who are like, what are you going to do when the Browns, sister wives, take a break for a little bit for our mid-season finale? Well, we're still going to be here every Monday, noon central, talking about what's hot in pop culture. Politics, obviously our favorite. We really
love it. But we'll still cover the Browns every week. You're still going to get all their Instagram stuff, Cody, Robin, Instagram comments. So we're still catching up. We're keeping up to date so that when we jump back in to Sister Wives in the spring, we will be all caught up and ready.
That's right. How about just a tiny bit of housekeeping? Robin's kitchen gives me inspiration to clean and purge my house, not myself. Okay, coming up this week on Total Request. Jeez. Oh, we love to hate TV. We got too many of these. We have season 12, episode 10, Confronting Meri, and the LuLaRoe is akimbo in this episode.
A lot of flowy shirts, see-through. We can, again, that fabric, that's a non-fabric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can smell it. It holds on to everything.
Yeah.
Also, Amanda's favorite on TRP, where you request the shows, we break them down, is Grey's Anatomy. This doesn't age well.
This is the pick-me episode. Pick me, kiss me, love me. And Derek's like, get away from me. I need time to figure out if I want to stay with my beautiful, wonderful wife or fuck you.
Yeah. How about you stop bothering me while I want to have my cake and eat it too? God.
I think I'm owed a little time to think about which of you's heart I'm going to break. Oh, wait. I'm just going to end up having sex with both of you at the same time once again.
Oh, well, that's okay because he's a man. And that's all you need. And of course, a man we actually really admire, David Lynch on Girl Dinner. We watched Mulholland Drive. We talked about David Lynch's other films and just how weird Mulholland Drive is, theories,
I think we did Mulholland Drive justice because we do focus on that. That's not why you guys need to tune into that episode.
It's kind of like
I don't want to see that episode.
For longtime listeners, if you remember our episode 8, Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot.
This is up there.
Keep that in mind.
And by the way, that episode, we're going to tease it at the top of the episode. Then we talk about Mulholland Drive. You think you know what's going to happen when we tease it. You don't. You just have to, it's going to go places you don't know.
It's David Lynchian.
It is Lynchian. Very Lynchian. We both brought some tea.
That's right. And for the rest of the month of February, we're talking about love, heartbreak, relationships, friendships. So coming up, we have Saved by the Bell, The Last Dance, Dodd, The Office, Valentine's Day, and Boy Meets World, Heartbreak Corey. And that's the one where Corey dumps Topanga. And if you remember, Topanga is married to the comedian who, Amanda, take it away.
He was the one that had the cinnamon toast crunch or the shrimp tails and the
alleged.
Yeah. He made it up. And he was a Doughboys guest in their very first season, and then they never had him. It was a really good episode, and then they never had him back on. They just ghosted him, as they tend to do.
That's what he's most known for, obviously.
Oh, I didn't know that before that.
Big news, drum roll, please. Finally, we have a new logo in our merch shop over on Redbubble and Teespring. Drywall in Moab since 1980. Check it out.
I've been doing drywall since 1980.
That's right. We got it on lots of different things, different types of hoodies. If you want it small on the hoodie, big on the hoodie, or t-shirt, whatever, check it out. And Amanda, anything else before we get into hot topics?
No, I'm about to tell a harrowing story, and then we have a little surprise for all of you.
Wait, sorry, there is one more thing. A little ringy dingy. I was trying to cue you up for voicemails.
Oh, I did not get that.
Sorry.
Guys, we need voicemails and we definitely need them this week because we're doing a girl dinner next week. Yes, next girl dinner will be just voicemails, us responding to voicemails. We could have been doing this for literally years, but now we're doing it. So I'll put the link in our show notes, but you can also go to our Patreon page. It's like on the page. Just find the link, respond. It's a minute and 30 seconds. So if you get cut off, you can just call back and continue the message, as has happened to both people who've left messages so far. So please go leave us a voicemail so that we have so much stuff to talk about on Girl Dinner.
That's right. All right. Now it's time for some hot topic.
All right, great, because I have to cough. All right.
Ooh, Jacob is letting us know. Did you see David and Christine gave Corey and Carly a drywall tutorial through Cameo?
Gosh, where do we find that?
Oh, man, that's going to be a good one. All right.
That's pretty cute. But it's cute and goes on for too long, like Tony's taco tutorial.
Oh, God, I'm doing a David.
No, because it lives right there.
The sheer volume of Pico de Gallo, the sheer volume. Okay, Amanda, how are you doing? This is like the tail. I seriously thought like something was. I was about to call the Mounties and figure out what was going on with you.
Get on your horses and tell them to go turbo speed to Shaughnessy.
No, let me just tee this up. My phone rings and it says Amanda.
Well, first I texted you, I need you to answer your phone right now.
Okay, didn't see the text first. The phone rang and I see Amanda and I'm like, I run over and then it stops. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, she had a butt dialed me. Like, we don't talk on the phone. What kind of monster does that? And then I'm texting you. I'm like, and then I see your text. Pick up your phone immediately. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm trying to call you. And it's like, it's
not going to me though. My phone didn't even ring. I had no missed calls from you. And I put my phone back in my pocket right after I called you. So sorry.
It was calling. It was saying it couldn't connect. I was calling your old number, this number. I'm texting. I'm like, I'm calling. It's just saying it won't connect. The number can't be completed as dialed. And I'm like, well, I'm texting it, babe. Don't know why it's not going through. Texting. Oh my God. Tell me you're okay. Proof of life. Oh my God. Are you okay? And
now a cold front was coming into Calgary this weekend. And I had booked all of these dog walks for this dog in Shaughnessy for anyone in Calgary. And so 11 minutes from my house. And I'm like, I'll do the walk, whatever. It's like, it's only my fourth walk with these people. And I'm like, I'm going to show up and be like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm fucking here in the cold.
Yeah, look at this overachieving. I love animals.
Yes, that's how good I am. Please leave me a good review, as Jody did on my profile. Anyway,
I sure did.
So I'm killing it, and I'm like, I've left. Okay, now this is gonna be part of the story, but I left a guy at my house who I met Wednesday. I have known this man for less than a week, but I'm like, I'm gonna go do this dog walk. I will be back in 1 hour. So I leave and I'm like, okay, I am so fucking cool right now. I'm doing my like hustler life out here.
I'm the hashtag boss babe.
Totally. And he's like gonna nap or whatever. So I'm driving and I had on something embarrassing if I had crashed. But anyway, I'm driving and I'm turning off on this ramp onto like a highway. So, and it's up here. So it's like you turn and then go down like this pretty big, like, heel.
Okay.
And so way before, there's a whole light before I even get to the turn off, but like to brake for the light, and as Daphne, me and my dad always make fun of Daphne because she's always like, Amanda, it's a sheet of ice out there, Amanda.
You got to watch out for that black ice.
It was a sheet of ice. So I was going 10. I broke and I started just skidding. And like, and I knew I would say 8 entire seconds of skidding where I knew that I was going to crash and I just had to decide where to crash. I've never been in an accident before. Have you?
No. Knock on wood. No.
I've always imagined
like close calls for sure. I mean, driving in winter weather. Oh yeah.
I'm driving this way and like there is the turn here down this heel, or I could just stay on the road, but like it was a lot of traffic up here and there was no one going this way. And I'm like, I'm just going to try to aim that way. So
yeah, just dump it in the snow.
Ugh. But it wasn't really dumping. And I'm at the top of this hill. So I'm turning and I'm like, okay, I wasn't going to try to turn it because there was no turning. I'm like, I'm just going to hold this and just let it crash. I will say from now going forward, if I ever get in an accident again, I would rather it just happen, because having a full 8 seconds to just like not know what's about to happen, because I was going pretty fast. And I'm like, there is a potential if I hit this hard enough, I could roll over this like thing onto like the traffic below onto the highway.
Were your anti-lock brakes kicking in?
Well, here's the other thing. I was scheduled to get new brakes and 4 new tires that my dad got me for Christmas.
We told you to put those tires on first, babe.
Well, I kept asking my dad, do you have the tires? And he keeps going, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I have the tires, don't have the new brakes. But I can tell you right now, if I had brand new tires and the best brakes in the world, there was nothing that was going to be done. I think those
winter tires would have helped. Because it's funny, I told Charlie and Adam and Holden, because remember you were like, oh, okay, so something was wrong with my car. They said I need new brakes and winter tires. And all 3 of them were like, well, she's got to get the tires first. Tell her to get the tires. And then after you started explaining this, you're like, oh yeah, well, like the tires are on. I'm like, did you get those new tires? You're like,
wow. Thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't get the new tires because they would be busted. So I hit it. I hit this thing right here, like right as it's turning. I slam it like hard, like my head like hit the window. Like I felt the impact. And then, and as I was hitting, I was like, as if I can keep driving, you just need to keep driving and like get somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm driving. And now the VDR is off. It says VDR off, slip. It keeps flashing. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking know I slipped.
Right.
Going down this thing and people are like coming right up behind me. My hazards are on. So I drove and now I'm on a highway. So I drove another like 11 kilometers to like the house because I didn't know what to do. I was like on this highway. I'm like, I guess I'll get off. I am driving to, so
my
like,
God, I'm scared
the
for
way
you.
the car is that it's drivable, but each time I want to even turn the tires a little, the wheel has to make an entire rotation before it'll let me guide the tires. So I'm driving so slow that if I want to go this way, I have to let the wheel turn and then go over. So I'm just doing this in the road. I make it there. I make it to the dog walk on time. And then I get out of my car and I see that the tires are like flat. I was smelling something burning. So.
Oh God.
So that happened. This is where I start call Jody. Cause I was like, I was fine. I was like, that could have been way worse. I'm alive. The car looks fine. It looks completely, this is my car after that happened. That's the side that it hit on. It's like zero damage. But
yeah,
like the wheel.
God.
Anyway, so I call my dad. Well, sorry, I text this guy that's at my house and I was like, I just crashed. And then he's like, oh, do you need me to come get you? And I was like, no, I'll handle it. So I call my dad and he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just come get you. And I'm like, oh God, I don't really want my dad to drive me home because then there's going to be like a car in my driveway. It's going to be like a whole thing. But my dad's like, I'll come get you. Where are you? Where's your address? So I'm like, okay, well, here's the address. And now, as we know, my dad doesn't keep data on his phone. He only uses Wi-Fi. So the second he leaves his house, data's off. So now he's on his way. So now this fucking
Which
guy
renders him virtually useless if you were to like need anything.
100%. I'm shocked that he answered when I called. So now this guy physically calls me because all he'd seen is I just crashed my car and then no, I'll handle it. So he calls me and he's like, I'm at McLeod and Shaughnessy Trail. He's like, I know you're in Shaughnessy. Like, I'll come. I'm on my way already. Like, where? And I was like, let me just call my dad and tell him not to come. Right? You know, this guy. 4 days at this time. So I call my dad. It goes instantly to his voicemail, which is in French, and like a woman, like, parlez-vous français? I'm like, oh my God, this is what that's
now you know how I feel when I was trying to get a hold of you.
So I text Jody, I need you to answer right now. So finally I call you and I'm just standing on the road. I'm like, they're both gonna show up at the same fucking time.
And I'm like, oh no, this is good. This is good. They're gonna meet. It's gonna be fine. They'll be like distracted by something else. They're not even gonna be worried about you. And they're like, what do you mean this is gonna be good? I'm like, oh no, not good.
He's somehow
going into like mom mode, trying to like, you know, micromanage, calm everyone down.
So as like I'm on the phone with you, I'm like half crying because I'm still processing what I just went through. And as I'm on the phone with you, you're laughing, I'm laughing, and he like pulls up, and I'm like,
oh my God,
here he is, gotta go. So I get in the car, and I'm like, okay, my dad's on the way. It's just so uncomfortable, and like he's already gotten past. This is now the second embarrassing thing that has happened to me. You guys can hear on the Mulholland Drive episode. Anyway. I feel like this is going to be kind of a cock tease at the end here because I did call my dad one more time and he did answer. Hadn't even left the house yet. It had been 20 minutes.
Such a classic dad move.
He's like, oh, great. Oh, yeah, fine. I haven't even left yet. Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm fine. I have 4 tires coming, going to the shop. I had to get new insurance last month because my other insurance left Alberta. So I got a new insurance at very last minute. I just signed off on whatever. Turns out I have accident forgiveness and 0 deductible.
Oh, great. So you just got like new tires. Just
I have
new tires put on.
Getting them put on. Have them fix the axle or whatever the fuck I did.
Well, I think that's some good luck.
2 people died yesterday in Calgary, I think, driving on the icy roads.
Oh, wow.
Right around that
2
area.
whole people died in Canada. I love how that makes the national news. 2 people died in Canada. Meanwhile, we have like a school shooting every day, just down the block, as a matter of fact. Wow. Well, no, I'm glad you're okay. The dog was okay. Yeah, your dude's okay. You know,
people didn't really seem to give a shit, honestly. I still walked the dog.
I actually think this is like a really good move relationship wise, because then he gets to be the man and swoop in and save the day and like feel all like, you know,
I was like
he did something there. So good.
Great. Well, let's move on to speaking of relationships, a toxic relationship.
Oh, yeah. And we have a very, very special guest who's going to help guide us through this. And I think this special guest is just as passionate about the Blake and Baldoni. I don't know. Well, actually, I think they're supposed to be, the lawyers are in court this morning. So should we get our
update me.
Our special guest in the room here?
Y'all know I'm
gonna be.
Joe.
Drum roll, please. Oh!
Hey! Thought I'd just come in with that nice loud one. Hi guys. Hi Amanada and Jody. One thing I do want to say.
Go and subscribe right now.
You both look gorge.
Thanks. Oh, Joan got to experience our I fucking hate my face. I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm doing it right. I'm going to rip these out of my hair right now while John talks. So
well, you have time. I know you'll be here probably for the next.
Oh, I'm listening.
4 hours. So, God, whoa.
Oh,
you know what happens when you put that photo up? It gets me. It does things to me. Yeah. Okay, so hi guys. I'm Amanda's co-host for her other podcast. I know she doesn't really like to talk about it because we get kind of controversial over there. So she's kind of keeps me in the shadows. So I forced her to put me on here, and I said, I was like, you know what? Shove me on there, babe, for like, 5 minutes.
On Wednesday, we wear pot in the city, says Danielle.
So yes, okay. So basically, if you missed it, while Jody was like on sabbatical, I kind of like slid into her spot on Monday lives. Okay, so then Amanda and I had been doing lives for like a while now. So then Jody returned, and then we moved our lives to Wednesday, baby. So if you like a version of what Jody and Amanda do, but like louder, more annoying, gayer, and bitchier, then come on over, babe. It's actually an hour later. Because, you know, I can't, when it's during daylight savings time, it would be at 10 a.m. for me. And I'm like,
his time zone changes every.
Oh, gotcha.
So join us. Hit subscribe. I'm going to jump in the comments after this too, so you can easily like click on me so you can subscribe. I mean, I'm not saying I'll be there the whole time, but you know, find us. Okay. We've hit 1,000, so we're killing it. And hi everyone. We have so many people who watch us on Wednesday too are over here, obviously, because they started here. But hi, I love you guys so much. And yes. I'm kind of on the side with Justin Baldoni. So what's really happening here?
Okay. Well, I know this morning the attorneys are set for a pretrial conference. So basically what I know about being sued and lawsuits and all that kind of stuff. So this is what happened. So the judge that's meeting with the 2 attorneys today is going to be the judge who will oversee the trial. So both attorneys go in, and they basically just kind of like fill the judge in where they're at. Like, hey, I have this client. I have all this evidence. Hey, I have this client. This is all my evidence. And the judge can actually make a decision like right then and there and be like, nope, I'm throwing this out. They can give the attorneys like, this isn't going to be looking good for your client. Like, make sure you have everything because this could be a BS lawsuit. They could just be like, yep, looking good. They're always going to try to convince the attorneys to like get it all settled out of court, obviously, because it costs, you know, taxpayers a lot of money to keep this shit going too. So, I mean, okay. So I was talking.
So whose side are we on? Are you guys on?
I'm on
said that it already happened. The judge was a tad annoyed at all the dumping online. That's what Marcia said.
Okay. Yeah.
So what did they decide, Marsha? What was there a decision made then yet? See, I think that they both seem like assholes, but I definitely am seeing, you know, as things are progressing, they're showing a lot more callbacks of Blake Lively, like in the past 20 years. And I'm just like, yikes. I mean, like, and this is coming from a bitch. So like, I'm like, damn, check yourself a little bit. I mean, she's definitely she feels very important to herself.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Reynolds needs to be called out a little more in this, because this seems like a pretty great example of a man like jumping onto some woman's like heat and then like stirring the shit and then backing up and like hanging out with Hugh Jackman.
But when someone accuses you of something that you know you didn't do and you know you are in the right, like where you're like, that is just categorically false.
That's why it makes me kind of believe that he's him. It makes me believe.
Yeah, that is like why you double down on shit, like why I went off like a few weeks ago on mine, because I'm like anyone can throw a lawsuit. Like I could be like, John, I'm suing you because you backed over my dog last weekend and you broke my leg while you were at it. I could do that right now, go into court. I don't have to like show any proof. I'm just throwing it out there. And then it's up to John to be like, no, this is why that's false. And then I can like get some evidence, because my the discovery phase is like when I get to see all your proof to disprove me. So like, they can both throw tons of shit out there to see what's going to stick and what's not. I think they're both assholes. I think she did start it. And if I could just really quick, actually, I think on your live last week, I threw this in the comments. I was going to say, Jody was kind enough to dip into our live last week. And she said,
Something to the effect of like, she thinks that Blake Lively didn't necessarily want him, but wanted him to want her.
Yeah, it's such a good point.
And
He's that
I'm
girl.
like, you know, that makes sense. It
We're
really
all
does.
kind of that girl, though, aren't we? Deep down.
I just know I would never be cast opposite Justin Baldoni in anything as my love interest. So I would have no problem with this situation. I would be cast as the annoying gay on the side. So, you know.
No, you'd be cast as the fabulous gay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I mean, if you just think about it purely just facts, she's getting these text messages from this super hot dude. You know, they're kind of flirty. She's getting them during the day. And then, you know, Ryan, who probably is, you know, thinks he's the hottest thing that's ever walked around. He's like, oh, so how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And then let's say he reads this text, or she's just like, even if she were like, oh, it's totally cool. I mean, we were just like joking around, like, oh, you know, it's all noses. And we're, he's going to be like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she has to be like, I don't know. I mean, like, he was like pulling me in. And like, she had to have given her husband some sort of narrative.
You know who I'm going to blame?
Or to make an excuse why she was flirting and texting and turning things down. But now she's caught.
Okay, I see. So it's like she was caught up in the situation and she had to kind of like backtrack and make an excuse for
I think so.
That makes sense.
I've been there too. Who did you want to blame? Taylor Swift. Is that what
I don't know. I can do that over on our live. I don't know.
Ooh, tell me more, John.
Sorry,
no, tell me more. I love.
Do we love Taylor Swift over here?
No, this wasn't Taylor Swift like named in her like.
Well, that email that allegedly Blake sent. She's saying that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift are her dragons
in a business email.
They're her like stage dance moms level stage moms, and they'll fight for her till the motherfucking end. I you know who I blame for the Ryan Reynolds problem? Straight men. Because if you ask a straight man what man they would fuck, they always say Ryan Reynolds, and that really got
John,
to
you
his
are
ego.
so right. 99% of them are like, oh, who's your like celebrity male crush?
Isn't that Meri's celebrity male crush? One of the sister wives said Ryan Reynolds as their crush, or was it maybe Christine?
That's because Meri thinks that both of them are really.
But Meri does believe that somebody that looks like Ryan Reynolds wants to fuck her, obviously.
Okay, wait. Blake is 37?
I believe that. What did you think she was?
Okay, I'm going to say something.
I don't know. She's younger than me then.
I'm not saying I'm a model by any means, but I think she's pretty, but I don't think she is like this drop dead gorgeous A-list actress that everyone like I've always said like, okay, she's pretty fine.
I don't think she's A-list. I think she's only A-list by proximity to Ryan Reynolds. Sorry, girl, but just saying, Blake. I'm ready for it to be over because I'm just like, at this point, they're both weird. He sent that weird voicemail where he's like, hey, sorry, I know you probably have. Now they've released more of the voicemail too, and this is the new part. He's like, hey, sorry, I know it's 2 a.m. and you probably have a baby on your boob right now, but oh man, I'm just gonna be rambling for the next 6 minutes, and it's all about character and the connection, literally. So I'm like, you're both weirdos, but I definitely think
you sounded really straight there, Joan.
Yeah,
you sounded like voicemails I've received from them.
At heart, I am an actor.
You came out this week as straight though, right?
Oh yeah, forgot to say, yeah, because of the way things are going down in the US, I am now straight.
He's chasing that pussy.
Oh. Well, listen, my mom has a theory. We're not going to get political. My mom, diehard liberal. Carol, my mom, Carol. I should show you the text messages. 3-4 periods after every sentence, just no autocorrect. But she's convinced that there's going to be a mass draft. So she has suggested that I tell my son, who I was hoping he'd be gay, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to pan out that way. She thinks that, like, if there's a draft, he should just say he's gay, and then he won't have to go because he's kicking all of them out of the
There you go.
So I'm like, you know what? I think the U.S. needs Carol to just, lead some marches.
I would say maybe
give us some advice.
But Carol is a woman, and women can't lead, or
That's true. John, that voice though, like I was feeling it. I felt like you were gonna call me fat, and then I was gonna be like, I love you.
I was like, maybe we just get you to the gym, work on that body, just tighten it up. It's 5-10 pounds, nothing big.
Like,
just later tonight, close your eyes and replay that, and then just imagine that it's Justin Baldoni.
Yeah, so interesting thing too. You know what I've been paying attention to? John, do you watch Pop Culture Jeopardy hosted by Colin Jost on Prime?
No.
I actually really like it. And it's made me like Colin Jost more, especially now he's loosening up in like the later episodes. But there are so many questions that come up, and I'm like, oh, these writers know what they're doing on these questions, because there will be every once in a while there's Scarlett Johansson questions, but then there will be Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds questions. And I'm like, ooh, because Scarlett Johansson was married to Ryan Reynolds when he cheated on her for Blake Lively.
Oh, that's what someone just said. She's a homewrecker. By the way, Emily just said it was Robin. It's Ryan Reynolds is Robin's crush, which tracks like nothing else. She would think he is the most hilarious man in the world.
Do you think she watched Deadpool?
Oh,
Robin.
Scary.
Just too scary. Saul was
Isn't it inappropriate?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
John, I always listen to your movie corners because like the last movie I saw in the theater was, what did I see? Oh, the worst movie ever, The Fall Guy. Worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my, okay, yeah.
But before that, I think it was the one with Rami Malek, the Queen.
The Queen one?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that came out like before the pandemic, didn't it?
Me and Jody we did a whole episode about that movie, just talking about how amazing it was, and now it's famously like roasted by everyone as how bad the movie was. I still liked it. I cried at the end.
Okay. So do you I originally said I was going to just stay for a few.
Oh, okay. No, we're moving on to others. We're moving on to now.
So, guys, before I dip, again, if I was tolerable to you, maybe I made you chuckle for even 5 seconds.
Maybe you liked his sexy straight voice.
Yeah.
Tell us where to find you.
Amanda and I have known each other for fucking ever, so we talk like two people who have known each other for a long, long time. How about that? So come on over. We have fun. Pod, P-O-D, and the city. It's like sex and the city. Pod and the city. Maybe they will give me do a little charity work. They might. These two beautiful, glowing, and stunning ladies with fabulous hairstyles. Always. I may throw a link in your guys' description for Amanda and I's channel.
Sure. One of us can probably figure out how to do that, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I know how.
It's just like how you do the link to your voicemail.
We'll give you our login information and you can do it all for us.
Anyway, Pod and the City. Amanda and I do a live on Wednesday, and it's not 4 hours, so you can check it out for it's like an hour 15. In and out, baby. Perfect lunchtime bullshit. And it is
typical
bullshit.
Man, in and out.
Exactly.
Pieces out.
Exactly.
I don't hear from him for a whole week until the next one. All right.
Yeah, babes.
Well,
we love you.
I'm
acting like I'm like this is over.
We do.
I love you. And I love you guys. Bye.
We love you, Joan. Bye.
Okay. Oh my God,
my
you guys
two
are
girls,
too funny.
my two best girls.
Oh, love you. Okay, so let's keep going
let's skip the next thing. We'll add that to next week, which was the Married at First Sight, because I want to actually kind of watch that and see what that is. But for anyone, there's like a Married at First Sight controversy where like the guy is like a fucking dick, and then the producers were saying, oh, it's getting so much worse as the season plays out, and he like quit his job around all this shit. But we'll delve into it next week. I'll actually, investigate.
Okay. Well, let me know if you are able to find it, because in the States, unless we have a VPN, we can't watch Married at First Sight.
Oh, but I do have a VPN though, so I could at least do a little segment about it.
Lucky lady. Hey, what's going on in the world of Teen Mom, the next chapter, Amanda?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're not making it easy to watch this fucking thing. What the hell? I bought it on YouTube.
Okay.
So, I mean, it definitely wasn't worth the $1.99, but I guess okay. So the season's back. Did you watch the episode?
No.
I'll tell you about it. I have no.
Okay.
I would say about 18 minutes of it was just recapping, like, I'm Leah, and when I was 16 years old, I was impregnated by Corey, and I had twins. And it was just just rewatching the show, and it's like no one is tuning in for the first time now. Literally, no one watching this needs any kind of backstory, but it does show this. It's talking about Allie, and oh, by the way, Allie and Aaliyah have their own like talking heads. They have their own segments with like friends. Allie has like she's painting, super cringy. Not as cringy as Aurora's scene with Cody and Robin, though. Nothing.
Oh my God, I can't wait for today's episode. I'm so excited.
But they're painting, and her friend's name is Oakland. And but I'm watching this, and I'm like looking. Allie and Aaliyah, I just see as Allie and Aaliyah. I still see them as little bebés. But her friend Oakland, who I've never seen before, is also 15, 16. And I'm like, she could be a mom right now. Like she could be on 16 and pregnant. And that was pretty horrifying. I'm like, they're like the same age. But there is a flashback to Leah finding out about the muscular dystrophy, and they edit it so dirty. It's so funny because it's just showing her trajectory of her hearing the word deteriorate over and over by different doctors. And then it kind of wraps up with her talking to Allie and being like, when you overexert your muscles, it's just helping them to deteriorate quicker. And it's like, and it shows her like saying this to Allie, like looking her in the eyes, and you can see Allie's like her eyes focused, and then her eyes just shut down and her soul leaving her body. Like you can tell that. And in
she's like, who you kidding, bitch? You never make me use that wheelchair. And now on the first day of school, that preview or that segment where she's telling Allie she's got to go in her wheelchair to their first football game. Like, fuck you, Leah. That's why everyone was saying, get her used to using the wheelchair now.
So that it's not like embarrassing later.
And now on her first day of high school, she wants her kid to go. Like, that really made me upset.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. And like even in the car when they're on their way to the sports game or whatever, Allie's like, I don't want to get in my wheelchair. And then Leah's like, but with your muscular dystrophies you're going to wear yourself. And every time she starts talking, you can see Allie's face. It's quite fascinating to watch.
She's like, yeah, this is the only time we talk about this.
Right. And God, and can you imagine
like, really?
if Leah was your
first day of high school? Like I was getting choked up because I'm like, God, how could you do that to your daughter? Like, and now's not the time to push that. Like, let her go to her first.
I would let her do it. You've already let her do so much without the wheelchair. Let her attend this.
That's a parenting call. Like, I'm not going to do that.
But Leah also knew the cameras are on. She always knows.
Of course. And that's what's sad. That is what's more important to her.
Can you imagine Leah being your mom and you're Allie and Aaliyah and you've already far outreached her emotional maturity level, just her
intelligence.
Yeah. And then just having her just like trying to like say the word deteriorate and not able to say it. Like, can you imagine how much that would grind away at you? My other
Dr. Sau's been like, yeah, I get it. You know how many suckers I've been trying to hand out to get this woman back in here to tell her to get her kid some help.
Ryan got a pregnant girlfriend whose name is Amanada, and he's like getting hotter. He's like serious, and you know what, Jody? Ryan can fuck.
No,
yeah,
I think he can, but he can't get it with me. Like he's not my type enough. Like I get where people will be like, oh, he can get it or he can fuck, but
I think he would. I mean, I would feel. I don't want to date him because I think he would definitely call me fat. But I think that like if like in a moment he could really like give it to me.
Yeah, but he's just I feel like it'd be very quick. He's not very generous, and it's just like
I don't think he's generous.
I think he's calling it fat after.
Yeah, he'd be like, that could have gone on longer if you've been more athletic.
Or he'd be like, can you just get up and go home? God, like there's no sweetness.
He'd point out things you're doing wrong during.
Yeah.
I don't like that, babe.
Or he just like puts his hand over your face, and you're like, oh, okay.
In a certain mood, I could get with him. But anyway, okay. Then the other storylines we have here. We didn't see Amber this week, but Amber has been on live all week accusing Gary of more, sexual assault, domestic battery, lying. Leah actually really, they're just not showing. They're not showing all the moments, but she's actually with Leah a lot. They're just not showing it. So she's been kind of wilding out all week. Hello.
Okay, I just got the weirdest alert talking about banks. BMO.
What?
It's like a thing. BMO Financial Group for a department calling for being. Okay, I have no idea, but we're getting a call from BMO.
We got logged out of our business bank account. We have no access to it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Barr has pled not guilty to kidnapping of Ashley. Remember when that all happened?
Oh, of course he is. Yeah.
He's facing 15 years in prison, and he's pleading not guilty. So Ashley now has to testify in open court. And I really just want to say here, great job, Shen. I fucking have always hated Shen. I don't know why people really glommed onto her. Like, ooh, she's so funny. She's a queen. She's like, I've raised 26 children in my life. Well, one son is in jail for murder for the rest of his life. And Barr, the one who we actually kind of liked, is in jail now for kidnapping his girlfriend. So I don't know. Shen is such a piece of shit. Allie has her own painting scene. Macy and Taylor. Oh, I want to talk about Macy and Taylor. What are the first couple things you'd mention about Macy? First thing.
Lighted up teal in Chattanooga, y'all, is for my PCOS awareness.
What's the second thing you picture about Macy? The second thing we know about Macy that she loves.
She drinks a lot.
Yes.
They go to a lot of
let's address
games,
this.
beer.
When is that going to be addressed? Because her and Taylor both look they look like it's getting to the point where it needs to be addressed. Like, and I am not being shady. I am speaking from experience because I know what it looks like. There's like a part, her very first scene, she's like sitting outside. She's still thin. Like she still has a body that I would fucking kill for. But she's like sitting there, and just the way she's sitting, like, I'm like, I can see her like enlarged liver in her shirt. Like the way that like her body is, like it's like enlarged here, which I've known from experience. And Taylor's face is super bloated, and they just seem very just like they should lethargic is a great word for it.
Okay.
They've decided to buy Bentley 5 years old, but brand new blue Jeep for his 16th birthday.
Oh, cool.
That's the storyline there. I think it's kind of insane to buy your kid and when a kid turns 16, isn't that just part of the life that you get like a piece of shit car? You get like a dumper.
I never got a car. Share with your parents. That's it. Share with your parents. Yeah.
I didn't have a car, but like, I think it's crazy to give a teenager like a nice car. You give them a car that's already like 1 foot out the door.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's falling apart. They got to take care of it. It gets you to and from school or work or whatever.
Right.
There's no like comfort. Yeah. No, I didn't get a car, so I don't know. I'm the last person to ask.
Cheyenne had a storyline. It's just that she is going to reach out to Ashley to help her out. And Cheyenne wears a series of baseball caps.
Because baseball caps help with the sun in California.
It's more interesting than watching Ryder dance. I don't think you even saw Ryder.
Which she's not that good. Yeah.
That's right. That's all that happened. Maybe next week we'll have Amber. We're only tuning in to see Amber at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you brought Macy up because she is from or has lived or lit up Chattanooga, right? And I sent you and perhaps some other people. I've been wondering about this for a while. Luann de lesseps. Is Luann okay?
Oh, yes. I've been seeing this. Or maybe you're talking about it a lot. But
I think I sent you like a couple TikToks too. But like, truly something is going on with Luann. So I have 2 TikToks here that I'm gonna have you watch.
Oh, you uploaded TikToks.
I did. Just take this.
Is there any like music playing? Are we gonna get demonetized? Or is it like
no, just watch, enjoy.
Money can't buy your trash. And can't buy my trash.
I think that's funny. That's funny.
But it's not
really,
Luann. That's not the Luann we know.
I don't really know Luann that well. I only know her from Crappy Lake, really.
Oh, so when she's on vacation. Well, speaking of that, check out this. This is very Real Housewives. I know this is very aspirational. You might want to grab a pen and paper and jot down the name of this place in case you want to take a trip here too.
Here we are at the Hilton Garden Inn in Chattanooga. Look what I found. It's a nutcracker. It reminds me of Dorinda's up in the Berkshires or the Berkshires. And look at this. What a gorgeous trees. I don't even have a tree in my own house yet, but of course the Hilton does. And just like that, my Christmas shopping is done. Thank you, Hilton Garden Inn. Here.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. At the Hilton Garden Inn. That's like a Holiday Inn Express.
Why did you
why
do
she's
that?
running around in this hat all the time?
Yeah,
the fedora, I don't know.
Okay,
and she's stealing things off the walls.
See, I thought maybe first, like, oh, she was just like, hey, film me. I'll do a little bit here. And I'm, whoops, I'm too drunk and we accidentally posted it. No, that was like edited together. So they didn't just accidentally post that. I honestly, like, even if I was wasted and I saw myself, like, I rewatched that, I'd be like, don't post this. I'm too obviously drunk in this.
I don't know what it is. I mean, like,
that's sad. I mean, maybe she's living her best life.
Yes, no, but like, it truly am like something, is she okay?
I mean, I hope so. It looks like she's having fun, I guess. I'm more concerned about her smoking because her voice. I mean, I feel like I feel a cold winter cough coming on every time she talks. Like I feel my own throat like scratch.
Yeah, she's destroying her. What would you call that? Like your tool, your instrument.
My instrument in the instrument.
Yeah.
My singers always walk around with scarves on. You got to keep the instrument warm. Beaker. This is what I was gonna say. I think Luann is like the best looking person in the whole universe for her age. Like, and her body too. Her body is tight.
She looks great. I actually think I don't enjoy her. I don't like her. Kyle Richards, minus the new lips, over the years has had great work done. So has Sonia Morgan. So has
Ramona.
Erica Girardi. Who? Sorry.
Ramona.
Oh, yes. Ramona and Dorit. Dorit looks amazing. Crazy as all hell.
Marcia just wrote, as much fun as one can have with jugs of Costco alcohol and cigarettes. Just on that note, did you see that how Canada, not to get political, but do you see how Canada's starting to like fight back? And like,
they're like, we're not gonna do that.
No, and like somebody, it was like Canadians boo someone off stage for singing the national anthem, and it's like, oh, say, can you see? And it's like 5 people in the audience are like, boo, and people in the comments are like, yeah, this is what we talk about when we say Canadian rage. She got through the whole song and still got an applause break afterward. And then I think BC is like not letting American alcohol into stores, but I think it's more like we encourage you guys not to buy it.
We wish you wouldn't buy that. Don't you know?
Maybe don't try to buy local Canadian.
Until we can figure this out. We'd rather you not.
It's just funny to see everyone in the comments acting like we're like, oh yeah, we got this rage building up, and I'm like, no, we don't. What the fuck are we?
That Canadian spine, yes.
You don't want to get us mad. We're polite until we're not. Great.
Speaking of Canadian things, tell me about Littlest Hobo.
Oh my goodness. Well, when I'm not in the mere moments where I'm not humiliating myself in front of this man, he's a binge watcher, and I'm like, what do you want to like watch? And he's like, Degrassi. He's like, I love Degrassi. It's my favorite show. I've been watching Degrassi for like the past 5 days. Just up in the morning, watch Degrassi, and it's on all day. I'm living my best fucking life. I fucking love Degrassi. You guys, I'm on a Degrassi rewatch. I'm going to do the whole thing, Degrassi high. I'm going to go all the way through Next Generation and the next class. And I could not be more excited. We're coming up on the, did you hear that Shane's in a coma? Yeah. Oh.
I heard that Shane is in a coma. You did? Yeah.
Yeah. The twins.
So is this old class or
this
new
is
class?
Junior high.
There's a junior.
Yeah. Some fucked up stuff happens though. Like episode 3, there's a boy getting abused by his dad, and it shows it like on screen. The dad's like, you fucking idiot. He's just like pounding him, and then it goes to the theme song.
That's not a happy birthday, big guy.
Now, to go to sleep, I'm like, what? Well, here's a dream. I'm like, do you fall asleep to silence? He's like, no, I like to have like shows on, like bingey shows. And I'm like, great. And I'm like, well, name anything and I'll put it on. He goes, I would like to watch The Littlest Hobo. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so it is
I've never seen this.
Okay. It's a show from like, I think the 60s, but then like 78 through 82. And it's about your favorite kind of dog, a German Shepherd.
No, why does it have white on it?
Why does it what?
Birds that have attacked me did not look like that.
Well, so we put this on YouTube and it just had it playing. And it was the most visceral fucking memory, because this is like 80s, 81, the show is. So it's grainy as fuck. The sound, it sounds like there's a record playing through like the sound, like the whole time. So this
is live action. This is
live action. It's about a dog that meets new people along the way. I always thought it was fucked up because he would meet
along the way to where?
To his next journey.
Does he have an owner?
No, he has no owner. But this is
He's
every
a hobo.
episode. He like goes and he finds someone who needs help. It's like Touched by an Angel, kind of. He finds someone who needs help, usually a little boy, and then they become best friends. And every episode, within 2 minutes of meeting this animal, this person is now the owner, and they've given him a name. So he has a different name in every episode. Then he solves whatever problem they're having. He'll solve, he helped a kid in a wheelchair rolling down a hill, stop them from, getting hit by a car or whatever. Then every episode ends with like them being like, I love you forever, Parker. And then he leaves. And then he goes on to the next one. Every episode ends with the owner being like, where did the dog go? So anyway, these episodes.
Leave him? Little Timmy who was rolling down the hill?
Yes. He's like, I saved him from the hill. It's like a Mary Poppins situation, I think. But
Hobo can't be everywhere.
So overnight, obviously, I can't follow. Like, I don't sleep when people are in bed with me because I'm too scared of snoring, because Daphne said it was the worst. I've never heard a sound like that in my life. Me and Ron couldn't sleep all night.
Adam thinks I need a sleep study, so I can understand.
So I didn't sleep.
No, every morning he's like, I don't even know how you wake up in the morning. Like, you've got to be exhausted. There's no way you slept last night.
I know when I snore, because doesn't your throat, my throat and nose hurt? Like, I'm like, ugh. Anyway.
I think that's just my normal. I don't even know that it hurts because it's just my norm. Are you going to do a
sleep study?
Oh, no.
That's the whole thing.
Like, sounds like you might need to get yourself some sleeping pills so you can sleep through it.
I think that's more of a you problem, not mine. I'm sleeping fine. Anyway, so I decided, I stayed up all night that night that Littlest Hobo was on. Every episode is like 16 minutes long, and there's this theme song, and it has been in my head, and I'm gonna perform it for you right now.
Oh, everyone's asking, do you know the song and can you sing it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I heard it, I think, 26 times in that night, because I just lay awake and I couldn't hear the actual episode playing because we turned down the volume to like 2. But then when the theme song kicks in, and this is it. Every 18 minutes, I'm hearing this. There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make, I'll make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Every 18 minutes, I'm hearing that.
Whoa, that was amazing.
For any Canadians out there, I hope you enjoyed that because it has been in my head. That's all that's been in my head. It was in my head when I got into the accident.
Yeah, where was little Hobo then when he could have thrown himself in front of the car to prevent the crash?
That dog's probably dead, long dead.
Wow. Okay, everyone's telling us that we do need to get sleep studies.
I'm not getting a sleep. I see. Yes. I'm not wearing a CPAP.
My heart is going to give out. That's what I've been hearing. Yeah, Lauren says that it's damaging my heart.
I think I'd rather pass away at nighttime than have to wear CPAP every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably get some really good photos of myself taken first, though. So I don't have any good ones. So we're going to have to put that on pause. Wow. That was a lot more jazzy and like upbeat than I expected.
It's not though, because it's like a 70s like guitar. It's like
oh, look at everyone was loving it.
Oh, thanks. I figured I was like, I wonder if Americans will even know, but I know that there's some Canadians in the chat that like when you hear it, it's like you feel it in your body. And it's that grainy record scratch kind of sound. Okay, guys, we're gonna get the sleep study, I guess. Maybe I'll be a girl dinner.
Yeah, we can make it. Wow. Okay, so I'm learning all about snoring, sleeping, CPAPs, and also about Benji, Lassie, Hobo. Okay, wow, this was a lot. Anything else before we head to Browntown?
No, let's travel on. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna settle down. Oh, into Browntown. Perfect timing. Let's fucking do it. That would have been cool if I'd hit it on time here. Oh, what?
Browntown. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
We've made it to Browntown.
We have. Meg has said that she's constantly singing Pippi Longstocking, and
I
will too. That is like,
God, give me better songs to get in my head because like that's just how, as we all know, how my mind works. It's constantly running. So like, I don't like the Littlest Hobo theme song. It gives me an icky feeling. It's like the MASH theme song. The MASH theme song gives me a very awful feeling, and so does Littlest Hobo. And I heard it 18 times that night.
Oh,
right.
Sorry.
What's going on in Browntown? A lot this week. Janelle got her pedicure. Meri did a Fridays with Friends where she dropped some tea.
Yeah. Well, for sure, we have to address. You're wearing the Go Away Aurora.
Yeah. Signature
logo. I think I can hear myself a little bit echoey. And I, thanks to Jean Boots on the Ground, and wearing one of Pooh shirts ordered from Janelle Says, and this one says, what is it? I guess
I missed the respect memo. A quote that Janelle has never actually said.
And my gigantic tits that are displaying that. Sorry. Respect over my boobs. So yeah, I love it. It's actually very it has like kind of like that vintagey, softer feel. So I like that it's not like real stiff or anything.
All right.
The only thing I wish that she would do differently, that maybe I think they're working on, is a variety of colors. Because like right now it's either like they call this like red or cinnamon or something, and there's like a green, and then I don't think there were any other colors. I think on one of them they do black. So I'd like to see a variety of colors, but I know it's a little.
A lot of them are colors that I've seen, because a lot of them are like.
Thank you, Jean.
Very specific colors. And I think that a lot of the colors are colors that Janelle wears a lot. Like the minty green. Like that's just a very odd. I like the mint green that she has on there. But
I don't know if I saw that one. Okay.
Well, maybe mint isn't the right word, but there's like a sea foamy green. And it's like an odd choice for like one of 4 colors. And I think that like probably that's a color that Janelle likes to wear because she's wearing that like in the past few seasons.
Yeah.
So I would love to get a shirt too. I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, did you send it to me on the website now? It says, or did you send it to me? Someone found this. On the website, Janelle says there's a specific note that says, due to Canadian Post Office, all orders to Canada have been stopped. It's like, no, they haven't. So I think I prompted
interesting.
That.
So you're saying you saw that green. Jean, you're saying that you have the V-necks. There were no V-neck options. There was a lot, like there was one of them
every day too.
Oh, maybe it's just like varying or something, because some of them, the colors were totally sold out in certain sizes. So I bet it probably changes day to day. Oh, yeah. Oh, Appleseed Moth. So, yeah. Also, I am wearing my Fidelis today because obviously this episode. Mine's tarnishing quite a bit. It is tarnishing. I got to get like a little buffer cloth out. And you are wearing.
Obviously, should have mentioned it at the top of the episode, but everyone knows why I'm wearing it. I was like so excited. Zuleska messaged me and she's like, I know you've seen the screener. She's like, just let me know, is the episode worth it? Because like the previews that they've released are not very good. I'm like, yeah, it's a good episode. Wait till like a lot of good little inside jokes in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing Janelle's necklace. It actually has aged okay, but I think it's because it's got that like gunmetal black part, so you can't tarnish it that much.
Right.
I like it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So tell me about TikTok Sydney.
Okay, you guys, there's this person on TikTok. I followed her, and she'll do these like oh yeah, here we are. This is what her name is. It's Sydney and then a blue heart. I don't really know how to search people on TikTok. So maybe if you type in Sister Wives, but this is what she looks like. It's just her. She has like a little bit of jazz music playing behind, but for some reason really works for what she's doing. And she just does a very stone-faced, long explanations of just a stream of consciousness of here's all the reasons. Here, let me tell you about when Cody tried to kill Truly. And it's just, she is so funny. And she knows her shit, the details she gets, and she just doesn't smile. She just stays totally stone-faced and she gives you all the details. And even me, I'll put them on and just like walk around my house listening because they're a few minutes long. And I know all this information too, but when you hear someone just put and there's tons of videos, just different topics. She goes on for minutes and minutes about here are the different ways Toadie is a sociopath, and you hear all these things. And I'm like, God, when you really line up all these things together, it's wild that all of us are so desensitized to this family.
Yeah.
But like, if you didn't know this family and you just saw one of these videos out of context, you wouldn't believe that these people exist.
Right now, my eyes are just staring at all of their shoes in this photo. Look at Robin's, Janelle with their toes just sticking out, and Meri's god awful. She loves a strappy gladiator open toe sandal. Woof. Okay, so I'm gonna check her out.
She's great. I send everybody
Sydney with a heart. Okay. Look who is out and about this week.
You know how you can like usually Vegas. You know how some people you can tell what expressions are on their face, even if you're not looking at their face? That's these two right here.
This is Cody's.
Aggressive. Cody's aggressive. Robin is like clinging on to the small amount of life she has left. Like she doesn't want to be here.
Why does her hair always have to look like that? And why is she always wearing head to toe black coat, black slacks, black socks, black little heely chunky boots?
For anyone who's just listening, like Meri and Cody were not Meri. Robin and Cody were spotted walking by the Sphere in Las Vegas, which Janelle was just in Las Vegas. She posted that awesome reel with the Sphere where you can even see the Sphere.
Well, they couldn't be outdone,
I guess. Well, they're walking in Vegas, and Cody is so bow-legged. Like it's just like a bloop. And he just looks angry. They're just walking, and he looks like he's in a rush, which I'm sure they're not.
He's growing his hair out. It's a little frizzy. You can see how it's being blown this way because it's just. And then Robin with her.
Yeah, just you can tell that she's not smiling.
Oh no!
Both of them are. He's mad. He's got like an annoyed expression at the very end.
He's mad, and his hands stay in his pockets. So he's got his hands in his pockets. She's got her arm kind of looped around his. Then she pulls her arm out, and he still like doesn't move a muscle. He's just still this little bow-legged, and she just.
I'm surprised that he actually does take her out that much because I feel like she doesn't seem to. Now I don't enjoy myself in public ever. But like she really doesn't enjoy her time in public. So I'm surprised that they're spotted at like malls.
I think she does. I think she likes going out. She doesn't want to be home with her annoying kids.
Oh my God.
I think they absolutely go out a lot. Cody doesn't like being at home either. He's got to be out and about and like chasing that, next little buzz. And he's got to gamble. He's got to gamble. And as you know, I've always had this theory that he's a gambling addict.
Oh, yeah.
So let me go back to our photos here. So yeah, they're out and about, easy breezy. What is Christine up to here? Oh, just living her best life, isn't she?
I guess she's doing is this an ad? Is this sponsored or is it not sponsored? Is it like a Janelle accidentally free ad? No, she tags them in it. But here, it's 2 pictures back to back. This one and this one. And so this is the ad for them. We are Minky Couture Relaxed. What is it with these blankets? They are next level comfy. Besides being in at David Woolley's arms, being embraced by a Minky Couture is my favorite. Hashtag Minky Blanket. Hashtag so soft. Hashtag comfy. Hashtag cuddles. Hashtag
I hate this.
In his arms.
Oh,
I hate that.
I really like that Minky blanket.
So
After a long day of drywalling, I just like to come home in the Minky blanket.
Okay,
if I were Minky Blanket, I'd be like, that's nice of you to shout us out, but do you have to put hashtag safe in his
arms? Like, come on, Christine.
Come on! Again, we're all very happy for Christine finding the love of her life, but my God.
We're rooting for you. Julia's given us an update due to the USPS strike in Canada.
Oh, they're watching they got it from Amanada.
We have put a hold on shipping to Canada until the issue is resolved.
Now,
Typo on Janelle's website.
Here's what I think happened. I think that conversation with specifically me happened. That person told Janelle, and Janelle's like, oh, they must just not be shipping to Canada. Janelle, if you're listening, can you just go check your car? Because that might actually solve everything.
Amanda, I do think she's listening. And I have a theory that in this episode, she did forget about that necklace until we got that cameo where she talked about the necklace. And then she was like, oh, I should go get that out of storage and put it in plots.
So, I mean, you're welcome, TLC, for all this free content.
Yeah, I do. I think that spurred it on.
I actually do think that, though. I really do, because it seems
I
like
do
it
too.
jogged her memory completely.
Yeah, if we can line up the timeline, if we can figure out that timeline, I absolutely think she was in on it. Speaking of Janelle and the shirts, Janelle let us know, for those who are asking about the phrase, Johnny Appleseed, it's a classic, at Hunter Elias 01 quote. Okay. And then she's got like a little, loop of him saying the quote. It's just, and then she has the link, Janelle says, right across his head. And it's like,
oh, I guess I click there.
Click there. Yeah. Okay. So
here's another shipping problem over here. I hope it's okay that I'm posting this, Kathleen, but Kathleen on our Facebook group. By the way, go find our Facebook group, guys. We love to hate everything on Facebook. You have to answer some questions, but even if you don't know the answers, just say, I don't know, and I'll let you in. She said, she posted a picture of, she had ordered a shirt from Janelle Says. She said, I was just listening to the most recent episode and was feeling bad for Amanda, who mentioned still not having her Janelle Says order. I knew mine was coming today, and I kind of felt bad that I just ordered it a couple days ago, and it was already getting here so fast while Amanda had waited so long for hers. Still waiting, babe. Well, there's no need to feel bad because I got someone else's order all together. Like, it's just, I mean, it's kind of perfect. Honestly. And now I'll be in the same boat as Amanda. If anyone listening here is named Brittany Kearney from North Carolina in this group, let me know. She posted in Ace and Caitlin's group too. I figure I can get it to you a lot faster than if I send it back to Janelle Says first. Well, that's for sure.
Because if you send it there, they're like, no, we sent it. It went out. Oh, good.
I don't know. I have a Brittany Kearney here.
Who knew? Who knows where it ended up? Because Janelle has been busy. For those of you who are listening and not watching, we're just looking at Janelle's naked feet with a blast of steam on them. And as I told you, I think as I was looking at this, her tootsies, whatever this means, I think it means like she's creative or maybe a good lover, but I've never seen anyone's third toe be longer than all the other ones. Because I think, isn't it like if your second toe is longer than the first, it's supposed to mean like you're a good lover? But she's got her second and third. It says that I've never had a dry pedicure before today, and I'm a convert. Like a spa day for your feet. Which is okay. That's actually exactly
that's what it is.
Like because it is.
That's what happens at a spa.
Chanel.
Yeah, you would get this done at a spa.
Yes. So there's her dry pedicure, and then voila.
Wow.
Check mark. Springtime color. Yes, it's still winter, but I can be optimistic. It's pink. Like,
I mean, I guess it's like an Eastery pink. It's a pastel.
I just love her. Anything could be content.
Janella's going to WikiFeet. I did a show in Florida with a guy who's, God, it was either his big toe or the second toe, but it was like a dead toenail, and I would just fucking stare at it. And I remember being very drunk at the beach, and I was staring at it, and my mouth opened to be like, what's wrong with your toe? But I managed to it was one of the few times in my life where my mind was like, don't say that. Though don't maybe think before you say that. But I still want to know, like, why do you keep it like that? It was like gangrene. It was like this yellow toe that was like the toenail was like thick, and it was like kind of attached, but like kind of not. But it was like really thick.
He's got to go. He's got to go get that checked out by like a podiatrist.
Should I let
him
know?
It's probably dead. They probably got to like.
Should I be like, hey, do you still have that busted ass toe?
Gross.
Right.
Oh, yucky. But Janelle's feet are not. I mean, they're just Janelle feet.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. If you showed me a picture of these feet and said, guess any celebrity whose feet you think these are, she'd be in my top 5 guesses.
Also, like a dry pedicure, like I'm sure you can just ask them for that. Like, can I just not do the soaking? Can you just do the massage?
Right? Yeah, it'll seem.
No. Who knew? All right. So I have.
Oh God, this is so funny. This was just posted today on our Facebook page. So thank you to whoever posted this.
Okay, I have not seen this.
Okay, now I couldn't do the video. I wish I could show the video. Oh no, wait. Sorry. Amanda, calm the fuck down. I have the video, but I couldn't play it with sound because it will get us demonetized. Although I think that the Luann song at the Hilton, we might get demonetized for that because there was like a track playing underneath. But whatever.
Hobo.
Or maybe they might think that was the original authentic 70s version. But sorry, put that back up. So this is what accompanies the video I'm about to play. After spending a few days with the kids in Vegas, I drove this old truck across the country. This is the truck Garrison bought when he came to live in Flagstaff. He drove it until February of 2022, and then it became Gabe's. Gabe is now driving a smaller car that makes more sense in Vegas. Enter the question of what to do with the truck. It's paid off, and now it has more value to me on our new farm than I could get it in a trade-in. Plus, it makes me feel connected to my 2 boys, especially Garrison. So that's lovely. Love that. Honestly, I didn't even read that. But here's the video. It is like 8 seconds long, and this is what's going to be playing, and I'm going to cut off where the things cuts off, and then I'll show you the video.
Okay.
But it's going to go on the road again.
Okay.
Wait. And it like cuts. Okay. That's the whole video. Okay. I think it actually might cut off at like on the road again. Yeah, that is what it is. On the road again.
That tracks.
Here's the whole compilation video.
Okay. For those of you who are listening, it was like a flash of a truck in a street.
Buc-ee's,
a piece of like frozen pizza with a bite taken out of it, maybe.
It looked like 7-Eleven pizza that had been sitting there all day where they're like, oh, you want to buy this?
Janelle's hand holding a coffee. What else?
Like
that memorable.
Gravy? There was like something, there was like
it was like a biscuits and gravy. Maybe it was that green chili with potatoes that she brought as for lunch. I brought it along in the car. Who knew?
It's just a short ass video on the road again.
I love her. God love her. Oh, she went to Buc-ee's. Oh, they're supposed to build a Buc-ee's.
I saw there's a Buc-ee's statue there.
Not far from me. So I'm gonna be really excited if they have a Buc-ee's.
Oh my God, can you send me a Buc-ee's t-shirt? They always talk about it on Doughboys.
Of course. So we have Janelle. Let me go back. Sorry, do we have any more of Janelle? No. Oh, little bit. So with plot. Do we want to talk about this?
Plot. Let's see. Okay, I went to the plot website on Friday. Visitors. Okay, so I just kind of but right on the main page, it's just very funny, and I just almost feel like it's Janelle or it's Truly's fault somehow. But okay, here's a little information. Visitors to Plot will discover an orange metal shed with a sign that reads, "For those experiencing a life transition, this is the place to leave behind a piece of your former self." All of this, I love this idea. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I love this kind of stuff.
Just lovely. I'm kind of nervous. I hope that people don't go and try to break in and steal this shit because that's
awful.
That's that person's story, and so I wonder if Janelle even
it's like a cemetery, honestly.
Oh, I love this idea because it does make. I feel like you go in there. Anyone who's leaving something there, obviously they're going through some kind of transition. So I feel like you feel less alone, and you're seeing all of these people here turn their lives around or went on different road. I don't know. I kind of love the whole idea. Is this okay? Well, let's do it here. Okay, the plot is pilgrimage site for people navigating major life transitions. We invite those people to find themselves in the midst of a personal transformation to cast off a symbol of their own lives and leave it behind as a memento inside this growing museum. All are welcome to contribute. We ask that any contribution for the code is 4444. Please relock the door. And then it says that the original shed was knocked down in a windstorm. And then in 2021, several members of the Atlas Obscura community met up and rebuilt the shed. So, I mean, I love this kind of shit. And then lastly, as of 2024, the door handle is broken, so the inside is inaccessible, even with the code.
I hate that. I hope someone goes and fixes it.
I'm sure they will. But I would maybe say that they should fix it in a few months when it's died. All the heat's died down after this episode, because I feel like a lot of people would drive out there and try to get that necklace.
Yeah, but hey, you're wearing it. We're wearing our quickly tarnishing silver necklaces.
It's tarnished. I can feel it and smell it.
As it should.
Christine is coming out with a book. Jody, this is content for us because we obviously will be reading this. I hope there's a whole section.
Obviously.
Tell the whole nacho story again. I beg of you.
Oh, God. It's going to be so much better, too. Yeah, I can't wait for this.
And now it's called Sister Wife. I actually really love it.
Love it.
Sister Wife. Great title. And it's also sticking it to Cody. Sister Wife. A memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom by Christine Brown Woolley. List price $39 for a hardcover, Jody. From TLC Sister Wife star Christine Brown Woolley, a groundbreaking and heartfelt memoir about living in a family like no other and finding the strength to leave Mormonism and the only life she's known behind.
That's right.
God. Do you want to read some of this? Break it down a bit.
Christine Brown Woolley has always dreamed of having a picture-perfect family, beautiful children, an adoring husband, and of course, a sisterhood of wives that share sister wives of wives. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, I need to blow this up. I'm getting too old. There we go. Well, let's just go with it. Raised in Utah by practicing polygamist, Christine knew her life was less than normal, but that didn't stop her from loving the full house of her childhood any less. Becoming Cody Brown's third wife in 1994, Christine finally found the big happy family she hoped for. When TLC's hit show Sister Wives premiered in 2010, Christine knew it was her chance to shine a light on the brighter side of polygamy, the helping hands, the lively discussion, and their unmatched devotion to each other. But the cameras also revealed a much darker truth.
Oh, yes.
Now, in this candid tell-all, Christine shares for the first time the journey that led her away from the Mormon church and the bold path she's carving to live apart from all she has ever known. Moving, genuine, and insightful, this is a uniquely powerful tour de force of Christine's journey toward and beyond her time in the spotlight as a sister wife.
I am so pumped. That'll be because I really did have so much fun reading the book with all of you guys. That was a couple of years ago. So we'll definitely, I don't know if we'll do it live.
Tour de force. So good. And I like that she's owning sister wife. She's like, no, we're keeping that title.
Yeah, that's us. We are the show. You fucking loser. Let's talk now, Meri. Let's talk about Meri this week. She's done a bunch.
Yeah, no, I did want to share this with you. I found this random post on Reddit. As you know, I just scroll and scroll before I go to sleep.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, like this is the perfect like little connection thing where I was like, oh, of course this has to happen. Now, let me see. Is it gonna be too blurry? God damn it.
Cooper, no, I can see it.
Okay, so this is just an Ask Reddit forum, and someone's asking, do you know of someone who ruined their life and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nothing to do with Sister Wives. And someone says, truth is, I'm DB Cooper. And they go, you're not DB Cooper. I'm DB Cooper. I am Batman. Amanda? Explain that for everyone, please.
Okay, well, Jackie Overton, aka
Meri's
Samuel Cooper.
Catfish.
Oh, maybe they are referencing that. No.
I don't know.
This conspiracy is getting deep, Jody.
I know, because this is not a Sister Wives.
It's not. Okay, let me wrap my head around this. So Meri's original catfish, go ahead and throw up that banana, Jody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Meri sent this to a man named Samuel Cooper, who's like 26 years old, super fucking hot, looks like
he's like Indiana Jones, but hotter.
Yeah, and
loves
Meri thought that guy wanted to fuck her.
Yeah.
Now, so anyway, the alleged name was Samuel Cooper. So us as true crime freaks, we started just like calling him DB Cooper. And I was going to say, and then Jackie Overton, the actual catfish, she has a website named Not Batman Yet, that is dedicated fully to exposing Meri. This is where she put up the banana picture. She put up voicemails of Meri being like, I love you. Don't you get it? That's exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, I love you. It was very like, listen, Linda.
But she's also like crying in it, like, oh, you just don't understand. How many times I have to say it?
She was protecting her family, Amanda. She did this.
I was scared.
She got catfished for her family, obviously.
So I don't know. Sometimes the website is accessible. Sometimes it's not. But every so often, like I'll check it, and it's a crapshoot on whether or not you can like get into it. But it's worth a shot. But anyway, that's interesting.
All right. Well, and again, just another Meri adjacent thing that came up throughout the week. And this is absolutely factual. This happened. This is my local Qdoba.
Oh, I saw this picture.
2 skeletons in February, sitting at a table in Qdoba. And of course, who did I think that was? On a date.
Bob and his new gal. His new piece.
Oh God, who knew? Bob likes Qdoba.
I'm sad that Bob was not featured on their like Halloween episode. Meri also, I have 2 Meris, right? Oh yes, okay, I did talk about this. What is this is I'm keeping the one of Meri dancing around to Baby Bob, but 2 things happened with Meri this week. First of all, I'm going to play both of these. One is 1 minute and 32 seconds. The second one is 3 minutes and 35 seconds, but I'm going to let that one play because the second one is Meri telling the story that everyone's heard now, but it's the story of like the painting. Actually, let's play that first.
Okay.
You've heard of that. You've heard about this, right?
Yes.
So she was out with Cody and it's Fridays with Friends. She starts to tell this story, and it's almost as if she planned to do this because it's almost good storytelling because she drops this little piece of tea, and then all hell breaks loose. The dog is barking. Somebody's at the door.
There's an intruder.
Right. And the whole time Meri's like, what is going on? 3 minutes goes by, and then she ends the story.
Waiting for this story.
Yeah, like what? And then it ends, and it's kind of like, oh, okay. Well, payoff didn't really match the buildup. So I'll play that here. We're just gonna let it play. Just let's live in a moment of what it's like to hang out with Meri.
Okay. Holy shit, that's never happened in my life before. I bet all 4,000 of these people used to always be mad at me until I left Cody. And 4,001. Okay, so one time, there was this artist that I really liked, and I wanted, do you know the story?
I feel like I do.
I wanted one of his pieces of art. And Cody and I were walking around this place in Las Vegas. Hey!
Excuse
You're
me.
gonna give me a heart attack, and I don't need one.
Come here.
I'm only 54.
You must see a cat outside. Okay,
So we're walking around Las Vegas, and we go to the store that sells said art. Okay? And, so, you know, of course, I'm Excuse me for a moment. I don't know if that just...
There's somebody in the backyard, actually. Excuse me, continue telling your story. I've heard it.
That's so weird. You guys, don't go into people's yards and walk around in their backyard. Especially when you're not invited. I'm just saying, it's not cool. No, people. Okay. I'm gonna wait until she's done barking.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Did you tell her story yet?
No.
Or did you say you're panicking?
No, I just told people.
Come on. And now I feel like an asshole because I wasn't nice. I didn't see them. I heard them first. So it wasn't nice.
I just told them, hey, you guys, don't go to people's yards. That's what I said. Don't
Yeah,
go to
I
people's
probably
backyards.
really heard.
Okay, I'm stopping it there. There was still a minute and 20 seconds left of that.
It was awful. I was, yeah.
We
You sent
cannot
this clip, and I'm like,
say what you want about Cody, but like, you have to hand it to him for being pretty polite to her. Can you imagine spending 30 years with that?
I can't imagine 3 minutes.
I
And you're
couldn't
like,
even-
we gotta cut it.
That was only 2 minutes and 10 seconds for anyone
That's-
that was thinking like, when is this going to end?
That seemed insanely long. So what she gets to is that she liked a painting that they were looking at.
Cody took her to a art shop, the ugliest farts of all the farts. And he was making a payment for one of, so this is also just more informing that they're just spending money that they don't have. They must owe payments to just different shops all over Scottsdale Fashion Square. And then they were together for some reason. Probably Meri needed to give Cody money, but Cody was clearly like using her for something that day. They went in and she's like, oh, I love that piece of art. And Cody turns to her and says, well, you can go look for it. You can go look at it at Robin's house because I just bought that for her.
Yeah. I bought that one for Robin.
Right. And the way I just told that story with the punchline was like 1 million times better than the way Meri ends it, because Mary's just like, yeah, you said you would Robin. It's at Robin's. You can look at Robin. And then they both laugh. And just, that's the way Meri tells every story though. It's like when guys, yeah,
you don't know what kind of reaction she wants out of it because
get to it.
Right.
There's that. Here's Meri.
Cool.
Here's the other thing now. This is only 1:32, and it's actually pretty funny. Okay. She's at Olive Garden, and she's doing a promo for her symposium. And she has a guy asking her. We think it's Free Fallen.
It's Free Fallen.
Blair's over. Blair was already getting visibly annoyed with her in the last few episodes he was in, so I think Blair has like ghosted her. But Free Fallen's in it to win it. So it starts with him asking her a question, and then she's like eating soup, like as he's asking her. Very TikTok trend. And all I could watch during all of this, keep your eyes on the soup, because she's stirring the soup, and all I'm watching is this little pieces of parsley and potato getting stuck to the side of the bowl, and her spoon missing it each time. It was anyone with ADHD.
They had a breadstick delivery. Some breadsticks. Breadsticks were delivered. Yeah,
they moved the bread out of the way. Let's hear about Meri's symposium. I'm sure there's only a couple more spots left, guys. So this might get you.
Most excited about the Vegas symposium coming up.
I'm excited to be in a room with amazing people
who are going to share amazing lessons and tips to be limitless in your life. Whether it's like your personal life, your business, as you grow. Thank you so much. And then just, just your personal growth.
What goes into making an event like this happen?
There's so much involved. First, you got to find your amazing people that are going to share the stage with you. And then you got to find an amazing venue to host it. And then you just got to start, planning and prepping and social media and just getting the word out there. And, I'm a firm believer of who needs to hear the message will make it there.
There'll be a digital option.
There's something to be said about actually being in the space when you're listening to speakers. I have been involved in virtual events, and I've also been involved in in-person events. You don't get it when you're watching it from a computer at home. You just don't feel the vibe, and you just don't have the energy, and it's just so much better in person. I've never enjoyed the virtual options as much as I have the in-person ones, and so I want people to experience that. And Vegas is an awesome place to do it too, and I hope I get to see you there.
Yeah, the thing there says this is going to be an eye-opening event at the very bottom. Well, is it going to open our eyes to what this is? Because 1 minute and 30 seconds, still no idea what this is.
Amanda, she doesn't like virtual options. I don't know what you did in here.
Girl, do the virtual option. You would make so much money on the virtual option if you just charged $30 for it.
One of us would go if it were like $30 to watch, to take notes, to record, to make fun of later for $30. This is the same thing as not having t-shirts for My Sister Wives Closet.
Exactly what that is. Danny makes a good point. I wish you would hill before trying to capitalize on her hurt. Yes, that's why everyone has left this MLM, because it's like, but this is like bullshit. Like you, especially her behavior this season, you're not in any position to give anyone advice.
She wants everyone to have the tools, but they have to come in person. She's never gotten
to be said for that.
Got a virtual. She's done virtual.
That's
and if it's ready for us, if we are ready to receive the message,
it's our fault.
We will go. Yeah.
What was
if
that?
you hold it, they will come. If you hold the symposium, they will come.
Also, they clearly edited it because they edited the breadsticks being moved out of the way. So, like, why didn't you edit out a bunch of that middle stuff where she's like, and, it's like...
Or like the waitress coming with their refill of breadsticks, or him taking a bite of his own. Like, he definitely sounded like he was chewing and swallowing too.
The music was
like, he had a little bit of like Italian sausage at one point. He's like, so,
ew.
What does that entail?
Well,
he was dipping in some Alfredo sauce.
Oh, I mean, you got it. The breadsticks just came. They're warm. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
So, Meri, killing it. I'm going to go ahead and delete both of those videos now, and we'll free up most of our space.
All right. Okay, let's dip into Instagram comments and then start this episode, starting out with the Codester. Miss Sam Doctor 81 says, you worried about what's going to be in your ex-wife's new book? Hey-o. Yeah, God, I think
that's a good point, because like already she's suing his ass. And now it's like, oh, there's a book coming out a whole calendar year from now that you're just going to have to sit and wonder what is going to be in that. And does Teeny just sign off on it?
Your wife anymore, so she can say, oh, whatever the fuck she wants.
Okay, but can she though? Because the plot of the movie Riding in Cars with Boys, one of my favorite movies, is that Drew Barrymore is driving to her ex-husband's house to get him to sign off on her her autobiography.
Well, I mean, if you like change some, well, if it's true, you can.
Really? Well, then why is that happening?
They're like editing books. There's rules to it. I've never published a book, so I know there's like certain things like
Christine
that.
Did just change the name to anything, and we'll know.
Well, she's talking about her life and her experience.
Yeah.
So I think she can. Oh, yeah, Lauren said the same thing. I think she can.
Okay.
I mean, it's her experience. It's how she lived it. If you can corroborate it and stuff, I think it'll be fine. What else has Cody got going on?
Cody, on his picture of his beautiful view from 876 weeks ago, Monica wrote thief, and Plants and Rants wrote shame.
Nice. And over on Robin's.
Robin's is so funny to look through because Cody's people just comment on like those first two. People are going back. This is down in the grid. And there's another one. The next one I'm going to put is way down in the grid. And people are still commenting as of hours ago. This is just on my sister wife's closet jewelry. And Dawn, the dog mom 79 just wrote, "That's ugly AF." Yeah, tell us about it, Dawn.
That's so great.
This one, it says like, "Oh, I'm loving." She's wearing a necklace, and it's like, "I'm loving this new necklace that I designed." And Sha Petra says the only thing she brought to the family was herpes, debt, and drama. 6 hours ago. You don't like this is. You have to scroll in the grid to get to this picture.
Oh my God.
Kobe Spoiled Rotten Rottweiler says, "I didn't recognize you. I've never seen you not crying and being dramatic." And then 1 week ago, Mind Block just put a throwing up emoji. So people are going way back to troll this bitch. And I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and we're ready for it. And we're also ready to start this episode. You know what time it is. For those of you who are listening and not watching, you're going to want to stay tuned because on the next episode, it will be part 2 where we are watching and breaking down and listening to the episode of Sister Wives.
That was a long hot topic. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Welcome back to part 2 of your weekly episode of We Love to Hate Everything. We're getting better and better at this, all right?
No, we're not.
We'll give you some timestamps. You can listen along, watch along, whatever you want to do. And we are in season 19 for our mid-season finale. Everything, there is a season. Season 19, episode 20. On a road trip across the country to move Janelle to North Carolina, Christine, Janelle, and David stop at a bar where Janelle has her first shot ever. The fate of Meri's B&B is up in the air, and Cody and Robin have a heart-to-heart with Degrassi. Jacob has a great idea for you, Amanda. We need a new theme song for part 2, and I think maybe it's got a little hobo.
Have a little. There's a road keeps on calling me.
Careful.
You a voice.
Careful.
Right. Really quickly, remind me because I wanted to thank Pace Gillette for sending us that screenshot of the 3-minute and 35-second Meri Jen. Thank you for sitting through that because you would have had to actually sit and watch that. So sorry.
Yes.
Also, Amanda G from our Facebook group is an ordained pastor. And she, an ordained pastor for the United Methodist Church. And she offered last night to give us any like info on like baptisms and how different people look at it and stuff like that. So when we get to that part, I'll just read the email. I was like, yes, tell us anything like that would be interesting. So sweet. Oh, Pace is here. Thank you, Pace. Jesus. Pace. I couldn't have done that. I couldn't even handle it right now.
I know, right?
Doing the Lord's work. Really quickly at the top here, before, I'm glad I remembered to mention this, when it's showing previously on, right before it cuts to like dun, 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 like the theme song, it just has a shot of Solomon hacking like wood, and I'm like, come on, you don't gotta do him like that. Like it's just like, oh, by the way, this also happened. This kid lifted an axe for the first time.
Solomon went outside. He got outside.
Yeah. His arms let him loose. He couldn't lift his arms past this for like a week after that. Oh, God. Like he was feeling it like all day.
Oh, he was home for school for a week for sure.
Oh yeah.
Resting up.
Okay. I'm at 56 seconds. Let's get this situated here. The sound is up as high as possible, guys. So all I can do is move the mic closer, but let me know if the sound is not good enough. Ready?
Yes, let's do it.
56 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
So excited.
I don't even know what to do with it.
Hey, smash that like, give a thumbs up, and subscribe.
Come on, guys.
100 of you here and only 50 likes. Come on. Just
subscribe to Pod in the City, too.
Peer pressure. All right, here we go. Flagstaff, Arizona. Great episode.
Today is the day I'm going to move my stuff to North Carolina.
I'm at 1:31. I'm pausing, but there'll be, obviously, this is going to be a discussion. So people were discussing in the episode discussion last night when this is this after Garrison passed, but they did move. People went back and like looked at Instagrams and stuff and found that they moved mid-January.
Oh, okay.
So we're coming up on it here, but Garrison is still alive at this point. I can really feel that in all these episodes where this is, and I'm pretty sure that the Aurora, Cody, Robin scenes is after the passing, which maybe could make me believe that Cody is being genuinely retrospective, maybe, but the acting is just so god awful and cringy that. All right, 1:31.
Hey guys, all right. I had to throw the last couple of things in.
We got Gwen and Bea there.
Yeah, it required a big moving truck. You know what? I was thinking about
somewhere in that moving truck are the boot lamps.
Oh,
it gotta be
somewhere. Yeah, we're seeing like the ground zero for where those lamps are.
I got a perfect spot for it right there by Reggie. Doesn't it look nice back there?
It would. Right. I'm still keeping my eye out every time I go to a shop. I'm looking for a good boot lamp.
Well, you can't send me anything because apparently Canada has stopped all imports from the U.S. Actually, now that actually might be a reality. But anyway, we're at 1:45.
I couldn't sleep. I'm so stressed out about this move. Should we put a ratchet strap holding that desk in place, or you think it's okay? Okay. I'm scared to drive it. So Christine said she and David would come down and help me.
That's so sweet.
I will still have Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah in Flag. Can I live without these big mountains that I'm used to? Because it's going to be a totally different experience.
Yeah.
You ready to leave Flagstaff? Yeah. I love it. I'd love it. But I'm ready. For all of a sudden, I guess maybe because this is now an option, I'm like, oh, it's time. Yeah. So I love Flagstaff. I love everything about it. It feels like a small town. The mountains are right there. There's tons of hiking and camping and fishing and all of it. But it's time. It's time to do something different. I'm sad to be leaving, and I'm really excited to be going, and I'm a little bit intimidated by this project that we're biting off. Like,
she needs a tissue.
Patty, Caleb, and I have bought over 150.
I remember me and Brad were packing up our moving truck exactly like that, like just right in a outdoor storage thing like that. I was 24, and we were like about to finish packing and like move to New York, and my mom called to tell me that my dad was leaving her. Like, I'll never forget that, and it was like so awful.
Oh my god!
I mean, obviously, like it worked out obviously for the better. I'm at 2:41
acres in North Carolina, and I'm just excited because we're going to build some homes. We're going to have a flower farm, and just start a
TBD.
whole new chapter of my life there. All right, guys, people.
Oh, Gabe is wearing a tie-dye shirt. This is I Am Kenough.
Yeah,
that fits him so perfectly too.
He's a feminist.
I was just gonna say Gabe is actually a feminist. Like, I feel like you know what I always think of is the moment where they're rolling the log and Cody can't get the log to stay, and after Garrison fucks off, where he says, well, you're always with Robin, and Cody says that's because she's the obedient wife, and Gabe is like, obedient? Like, he repeats back whatever patriarchal thing, narcissistic thing that Cody says. He repeats it back with such a sense of like incredulousness, like obedient, like just like, whoa.
And also like Teflon Queen is a compliment. I think it's kind of a compliment. Like, okay, I'm not going to let stupid shit get to me.
Yeah, honestly, that's fine.
So let me be Teflon.
Yeah, I'd rather be Teflon than fucking Meri.
God, right? Or Robin.
Well, Robin is just rotten to the core, pure evil. Zulayska was saying last night, she's like, Robin's just bad. She's bad. She's a bad person.
She's just not a good person. She's rotten inside.
Yeah. She's rotten. 2:54.
Roll out, hit the road. All right, guys. Bye, I love you. Bye.
Truly just standing there like,
so I'm not sleeping so great.
Here we go.
I wake up at 3 a.m. and my head is just spinning.
Girl, I'm with you.
I have spent all my summers with my grandparents in Florida. Like, I understand the Southeast. I love it. But I've never lived there. It's big. It's really big.
Aww.
I'll tell you.
No, Janelle's about to have a fucking meltdown right here. We've never seen anything. We've never seen her raise her voice, have we?
No, this is the stress of everyone when they move, where you're like, my dear God, if one fucking thing goes wrong right now, like I'm gonna lose my shit.
But then here's the other part of it. It's that there's David, who is a man and he can do like kind of the man stuff. But then there's also that element of like him being a man and kind of being a little dumb about like this kind of stuff. And it being like, just keep going, drive. Where you just like, or like he's just kind of derping around. I think David's a derp.
And she's like, Christine, go get your man and tell him that he needs to hurry the fuck up.
Meanwhile, the producer, I mean, somebody said up there in the comments, this is totally producer driven because why would it be these two? And then Truly and David in the car.
Oh, I felt so bad for him. I'm like, oh.
I think that she's probably on her iPad the whole time though, right? I don't think that they talk.
Well, I hope so. I'm saying even like for parents with their own tween, you're like, I would rather have a conversation with an adult or by myself
with
right
Charlie,
now. Like,
when you have to drive with Charlie for 4 hours.
Mean, God, I love him to death, but like I don't know carbon fiber in cars. Like I have zero interest in it, like, and I'm doing the best I can. Cool.
He made an appearance on like a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode we did 2 years ago. I don't think there's even video for it, but he was so cute and little. He was like 12. Oh, he was like sitting on your lap and he was like going on about.
Was he on my lap?
He sat on your lap for a little, or he was like doing like a lean. It was very cute. He was very well spoken.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he was like, really, civilians don't have
very
cars
serious.
Like these. It's just like
he did. He called people civilians. Yeah.
Jean went back to the cameo, and Janelle said that the chain had broken.
Oh, but doesn't she say I don't know where that went?
Liar,
so she replaced
liar,
the
pants
chain
on
then.
fire. No, I think she lied to us. The chain didn't break, but she couldn't tell us. She couldn't tell us where she was going because that would have given away the plot.
When was the cameo? So like, had she already put the thing in there?
I think so.
Did she make the cameo after she put that there? Figure that out, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's proceed.
Okay. I'm at 319. So, sorry. So you're Janelle. You're already like at a 10, and now like Christine's in here with her fucking transition lenses, and you know that it's gonna be a chatty trip. And also the cameras are on. So Christine is doing her job. She's producing content.
Yes.
But it's like, not now.
We're going to be hearing about David. We're going to be hearing about Moab. We're going to be hearing about, how they got fucking laid, how she got laid this morning. It's going to be a lot.
Oh, by the way, we need to put our Browntown background on. We're so good at this, guys. What did we want? Do we want the lines, or do we want the cul-de-sac, or do we want the pond?
I always like Coyote Pass Pond. It's not a pond. I'm always a fan of that.
I feel good here.
I feel good in the shade of these trees.
Yeah, you're right in that pond.
In the rich, expensive shade of these very expensive trees.
We're at 319. We're hitting the road. On the road again.
It closes super fast. Yeah.
Just how many times she says it.
Facility. The gate there is really timed. David is pulling the big truck through the gate, and he stops, kind of straddling where the gate is. Okay, he can't stop. He can't stop. He can't stop. He can't stop. Okay, go. Go ahead.
That was tense. Yeah.
Like he really can't stop. No. If they close.
That's like are we going to be friends after this?
I know. Christine's like, yeah, it's like a go get your man. That's exactly what that is.
I was like, you got to tell him. Did you tell him?
But it's also it's like I'm mad at David right now, but I don't know him well enough to yell at him, so I need to channel my
tell him to fucking move.
Yeah,
like, so you just want to
go yell at him for me now.
Yeah, fucking drive.
It's snowing again.
And he's just sitting there like, oh, okay, we're just going up.
What? Say something.
Honk.
Highlighters.
Yeah, I was definitely stressed out for sure.
I'm at 4 minutes.
Louise, Janelle, we haven't killed anybody or anything like that. We're not robbing anything like that. Maybe yet. Who knows? I don't know. But it does feel like we're going on an adventure and going on with our lives, and girl power, woman power.
Girls trip. Coyote Pass. This music.
I know, it's so... Oh, God. It's Cody driving.
He's like this. How do I explain
It
this?
was never intended for me to know that Janelle was moving.
Well, yeah, like, no shit, though. Like, he's so...
Man, the way he's saying it, it was never intended for me to know. No, it was never intended that you needed to know.
Yeah, and you can find out on social media like the rest of us.
Anymore.
Exactly.
She doesn't need to give you a head. Why would you need to know if she was moving or not? It has
I
nothing
didn't tell
to do with
Brad
you.
when I was moving back to Canada.
Well, it would just be like her saying, "I'm taking a vacation. I move." You don't live together. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't. It doesn't affect either of our lives if either of us.
I don't think she was hiding it from him, and I don't think she was like going out of her way to tell him. That's exactly. Janelle is living like a woman who truly does not care.
No, does not care.
Yes.
Does not cross her. Like, Christine bringing, that's the conversation in the car there is like, and I understand both sides of it where Christine is still so mad and she still needs that. She's processing it her own way. And Janelle's like trying to kind of contribute to the conversation. But Janelle's like, I'm not with you there. Like, I'm not where you're at. I am so done with this piece of shit.
Which quickly begs the question, as Meredith is asking, which kid tattled?
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Tony. Oh, so yes.
Oh, okay, same.
Also, as Jean said in the comments yesterday, like, who do you think it was? And I was just like, well, whoever it was, good thing they asked Cody not to tell anyone, not to repeat this. Oh, like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on TV and then blabs it.
Or he found out and he's just saying one of the kids because he doesn't want to say, like, yeah, I was kind of like stalking her shit. And I know she's leaving and moving.
Gwen, because it could have been, was Gwen. There was that weird amount of time where Cody was getting Gwen on his side, where I truly believe in my heart that that's why Gwen didn't go to her wedding, because he paid her $1,000, something like that. But I think that she wasn't fucking with him already by around this time, by January. I think the only ones that were still fucking with him was Tony and McKelty. I don't even think like Truly was like, maybe Truly. Like maybe like, oh, I was with David, like I was with David in a U-Haul for 18 hours.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
But McKelty probably. But would McKelty say, make sure you don't tell anyone?
Yes. Yes. She loves that shit.
I think Truly would, because Truly would be like actually concerned. McKelty, I think, wouldn't.
It's hilarious that Cody thinks that Janelle is like going out of her way to hide it from him.
I know.
No one gives a shit anymore, Cody.
Didn't even.
They left you.
At 4:41.
Slipped up and told me, and then said, "Please don't repeat that or pretend you never heard it."
So I'm repeating it now to you, America.
I didn't tell Cody. I didn't see any reason to tell him. Our lives are not overlapping in any way. I just didn't really feel like it was any of his business what I was doing.
I kind of look at Meri still as a friend, and I'm sure both of us will mutually get back to that place. I hope that Meri and I would just be friends. I hear about Christine falling in love and getting married and stuff like this, and I'm like, well, good on Christine.
Oh yeah, that's been your attitude about it. Once again, I'm still I just finished season 17. Again, it's so fucking good. I forgot how pissed Janelle gets by the end of that season, because the whole season is about Christine leaving. But there's one where they're at, I think, Meri's house outside, and Robin's like, we should all stay together. We need to make a commitment. And then Janelle like won't even look at anyone, and she's like, yeah, everyone's coming for Christmas, and we got a B&B. And Cody's like, this is exactly what I was talking about. And Janelle's like, I don't know what to tell you, Cody. You said we have to make some grand apology, and they don't want to do it. She's getting more and more pissed. Like, I forgot.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know where everyone's sitting. Yes. And I think it's like Cody and Robin's. Yeah. Oh, no.
There's then that also happens again around the fire pit. But before, this is the one where she's like, Robin's going on about some stupid shit. And then there's just a long silence. And Janelle goes, I got to go get Savannah. And then she gets up to leave. And then Cody's like, well, show us your blueprints. And then Janelle's like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, I told Savannah I'd be late. I can be a little late. I told her. It's just really classic.
She was still falling for it then. Yep.
5:21.
I just felt like Janelle and I could have worked it out.
No, you thought you could manipulate her more, and you couldn't.
Oh, this. Okay, guys.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm trying to turn you on.
My washing the dishes.
Yeah, I know what it does to you.
Oh, good one.
All right.
Also,
original joke.
But like, it shouldn't be a turn on for your man to clean up after himself.
Yeah, like this is that out of the
This
ordinary.
is that irregular. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? She can't
he's
like
already congratulating himself. He's like,
know what it does.
And the way they laugh at each other. Nothing about that was funny.
Because they think it's like a little inside joke between the two of them. Look at the banter. I hate, but though, I mean, I've seen a lot of reality TV in my life, and I've seen a lot of overly produced scenes. Nothing, I think, in my entire life, I don't like hyperbole, will ever match Aurora walking in and going, "Oh, good, you're both still here.
Oh, you're both in here.
Oh, good." Yeah. Oh, well, did the film crew?
Okay, I'm so excited to get to this scene because of any scene that Aurora's ever done, including when she picked her nose and ate it. Go away, Aurora. She's really fucking stupid. And I can say this because she's a grown adult now. Like, she's dumb. Like, she is 2 or more standard deviations from the mean.
Now, because of this scene, a lot of conversation is finally opening up where people are talking about how possibly inappropriate and fucking creepy the relationship. Oh, you know what? That Sydney girl did a whole, that's the first one I saw of hers, is like, this is a fucked up relationship between Cody and Aurora especially. And I've always thought this, it's fucking weird. They only knew each other 3 months, I think. Probably way less. And Aurora, who is going through puberty and is like full of hormones. There is this conventionally attractive man who has now entered the picture. You are kissing him on the lips. Like,
oh, you mean daddy?
Calling him daddy. It's the lip and then the sitting on the lap. Go watch that Sydney video. She has all these pictures.
Playing Barbies with mommy and new daddy.
Yeah, I'm not saying this to be like explosive or like try to get people pissed off. I've always thought that it's completely inappropriate. She was like 12 years old. She was like entering puberty years, and now she's kissing a grown man on the lips that she just met months ago.
No, I don't think he's like in it to like marry Aurora. I'm not in that camp.
I think it was probably confusing for Aurora is more what my thing is.
Yeah, I think it's like weird boundaries, like physical affection boundaries for me personally, but I don't think he's like he wants to marry Aurora. That I disagree with.
Can we read this comment? Herd Mentality wrote, she has hormones in her mouth. Does she know that?
I don't think Aurora knows a lot of things.
I don't think she does know that. To answer that.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. 5:47.
Sure.
Robin.
I think one of the quickest ways to a woman's heart is to clean the house.
I'm always looking for her
attention.
I'm notorious for coming out of a shower, putting a towel around my waist,
No.
and flexing and going, hey, what do you think?
Oh, God, no.
And I'm just
notorious.
Flirt with her.
Hey, this is perfect.
Nerd.
Can you take a minute to chat?
What's going on with you?
What's going on with you? Okay, bring it.
Oh, you actually want to talk to us?
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. Hold on. Bring it, girl. Bring it, girlfriend. Like, this is so like, we're cool. Oh, great. You are both in here to speak to me right now.
On a level of like on a level of smooth. On a level of fully reality, this was not rehearsed at 0, and 10 as we wrote out this script, made copies, rehearsed it. Where are we on that scale?
Planned what we're gonna wear. Where are we standing? Cody, you start here. I'll come around on this side.
Yeah, so like where are we there? Because it's also not very well done. So that's why I wouldn't give it a 10.
No, and
so
Cody even says, he's like, I am leaning over the counter now. Yes. We are leaning over the counter and
could use more rehearsal. Yeah. It needed a few more runs, right? Just run it a few more.
This was as good as it was gonna get for
Oh my God, it's so uncomfortable. I hate it. 6:20.
Maybe that's the reason she's so excited. All right, leaning over the counter.
Oh my God, you already just see that?
Yeah.
What do you got to tell us?
He's like standing on an X on tape on the floor.
That really is like somebody reading a line in the script, like gasping for breath.
Yes. Yes.
He's reading out stage directions.
Yeah. Enter left. Aurora's like, enter left.
Oh, hey, perfect. You're both still here.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you guys sort of like about everything that's been going on with me. Like I've been going to the church, this local church that I've been going to.
Yeah, no shit. Really I went with you to vet it.
I feel like I've found a place that like fosters a really good environment for me.
Good. When are you moving out?
Right. Also, I don't have any shade to throw about like her getting into a church and making friends. Like this is what she should be doing. If it has to be through church, then fine. And I don't have a problem with her finding faith and like devoting herself to God, but like she is just she's such a loser, man.
Again, in her 20s, like
22,
she's a sophomore,
23?
and I promise you, she has never walked downstairs and said, "Oh, good, you're both here. I would like to have a discussion amongst the three of us where we talk."
Oh yeah, Genopolis says they maybe they had AI make a script for that.
Probably.
It's about that bad. That's how unnaturally this is written.
Robin's going to make a cup of tea.
Yeah, she turned on the water for a second, like run the sink.
Oh, good.
Well, here's
hot
the
water
thing.
from the sink for her tea. Yummy.
They've heard the actor 101 trick of some people do better when they're handling a prop because it takes your mind off of it. So they're like, Robin's doing this. She has a rag on her shoulder at one point. Yeah,
she's got a napkin in her hand.
Yeah. Just constantly be busy work.
I'm gonna talk to you guys about getting baptized. Into that church. Not into the church. Well, I mean, like, isn't that what it is? Like, how do you feel about that?
Aurora forgot her line there, I think. And then Robin was like,
Aurora doesn't. No, Aurora thought baptizing, like they were going to baptize her into the building. She's like, no, not baptized into the church. Like they baptize you and then you become part of the church, like community. Not like into the church. She doesn't know what baptism is.
Well, because this was like Cody and Robin's idea, so there can be like pictures. There's like
Robin's like, this church you want to get baptized in? Yeah, you just said like 2 episodes ago you want them to find a church to go to and be part of.
Robin's surprised face is like, oh.
Well, Aurora's surprised. She's like, oh, I thought that I was supposed to do that. And they're like, no, remember when we just practiced, Aurora? And she's like, she's just dumb. Like there's like nothing behind her eyes.
Should I read this? I'll read this here. From Amanda, the ordained pastor.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, she said, beliefs about baptism vary a lot between denominations. Baptism isn't about she says, basically she's saying Aurora actually is getting a lot of this right, which is shocking.
Oh, okay.
It's about being part of the broader faith community. We see it as being set apart where God acts on your behalf, accepting you as the child of God. It's really important, but it's not a requirement to belong to the church. In Mormon churches, and I personally consider Mormons Christian, though that's a debated topic, baptism is much more about church membership. It's about formally joining that specific faith community with all the commitments. So Cody and Robin's reaction wasn't surprising, but I do think it's kind of naive to be a public figure for your faith and not have at least a basic understanding of what other traditions believe. There's also a lot of debate. There's also a lot of debate over rebaptism, which is essentially what she's doing. Many Christians believe that if you've been baptized once, regardless of the church, that's enough. Personally, I get frustrated with churches that tell people their first baptism didn't count and insist they need to do it again for it to really mean something. That says Aurora isn't totally off in her understanding. If I was her pastor, I'd put less emphasis on her personal commitment and more on what God is doing in baptism, but she's probably just reflecting on what her church teaches. The biggest weirdness here is her inviting Cody to help baptize her. In most churches, only an ordained pastor can perform a baptism. It's not about having some special magic power, but pastors go through extensive training and education so the faith community can trust that they understand what baptism means. Inviting someone with zero theological training who doesn't belong to a church to baptize you, that's really, really strange. Parents often have a role in baptism depending on the age of the person, so their involvement isn't weird. But Aurora didn't just want Cody to be there. She wanted him to actually baptize her, which is just weird. Also, the reaction felt super scripted. That's just my opinion as a viewer, not as a pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she said, I also have big feelings about the way he appropriates Jewish traditions. His whole thing with Passover and bar mitzvahs is a lot, and I have so much to say about that if you ever want to dive in.
Oh my gosh. Yes to all of this. This is okay. So it does sound like, their baptism, just reading some of your comments too, everything makes sense, but I still don't think Aurora knows what she's talking about.
No, I mean,
she
I
really
think this
doesn't
was
know.
Robin's idea, probably. And you should get your dad to help you to actually do the bath. It's just such a Cody thing to have him take responsibility.
He has to be part of it. He's a narcissist.
God,
she can't have this moment by herself. He has to be part of this.
Well, I think it's more Robin's way to spin it so that he supports the baptisms because now he hates all religion. So if he gets to be a part of it and he gets to flex his arm as he's lifting her out of the water, then he'll go for it.
Gross. Okay.
Yes. 7:12.
I came from a church where it's like you're getting baptized, you're joining the religion. I'm wondering, are you committing your life to God, or are you committing your life to a church? I want to know.
Well, you don't need to know, actually, because she's 22 years old.
Yeah, you don't need to know what you do. Your job is done.
Yeah, and you did a great job because she's really well adjusted.
Yeah.
I think she could really handle herself in regular society, right?
Well, I was going to say, if she's a 20-something-year-old young woman who still thinks that her stepdad has to be there 100% of the time, or else she's going to get lost in her way of life, that's not okay.
7:26. I can't get the Littlest Hobo song out of my head, and I think I'm going to actually go like physically insane. 7:26.
Oh wow, baptism is a big step.
Oh wow, shut up, Robin.
Just has me a little concerned because it's so fast.
Fast? What do you mean fast?
I'm like, your question is sort of valid. It's sort of where I'm thinking. It's like
look at Roar's so confused.
Yeah, because they're going off script a little now.
Church.
Aurora
has been baptized in our church, but she doesn't consider herself a member anymore. Now this is just a very different baptism experience for her all the way around.
I'm not being baptized in that church to be a part of that church. It's not about the church. It's about me finding my steps in finding my relationship with God, and me kind of going, this is what I want to do. This is what I found.
So you see it as just you're making a commitment to God in Christ, that your life belongs to God in Christ.
I see it that way, and that's how they present it, as this is a
here's
decision.
Here's the answer. Repeat after me. That's what Robin's doing. Here's the
Robin
answer.
does that all the time. Oh, do you mean this? This is what you mean, right?
Yeah.
That is so
and then she's like,
annoying.
this is what I mean. No.
And it's just, I'm sure Handsome Alice does this, but is this a specific Robin's horrible family thing, or is this a polygamist
I think it's a manipulative parent thing.
I mean the way that all the women mumble, Brianna does this too. You trick your dog when you're mouth.
I think it's a way of coming across as kind of meek and I don't know because I need a man to help tell me how I feel and what I should do.
And do you think they actually say it out loud, teach it? Make sure you talk like this so that the man feels protective? Or do you think it's just learned behavior? They're just parroting?
I think Robin instills that for sure, wherever she got that from. But that I'll help you, Aurora. I'll help you explain it to Daddy.
They're brilliant.
I'll help you. Yeah.
God, it's dark. 8:28.
Your life. That's the right answer to me.
Beautiful.
That's
I like that a lot.
Beautiful.
The right answer.
Yeah, because you just said it, and she's like, "Yeah, that."
I'm still suspicious. What does the baptism mean to you then?
This picture of Aurora at her church, by the way.
Declaration to say that I love God and I put faith in Him.
Oh God, Robin trying to cry. Make this a moment.
Kids.
Do you think Robin feels edgy because her shirt kind of reads as tie-dye? I mean, it's not tie-dye.
Oh yeah, this is her cool Friday outfit. And it ties on the side a little bit.
Oh,
tie. Oh, it's flirty. It's very flirty.
Ooh, Cody was flirting with Robin. I know how it turns you on.
Oh, I can untie that, And really it's just the two
they just stay.
On the shirt.
Shirt does not move. 8:57.
Thank you.
I've been seeing my whole life to my children.
Robin really trying to cry.
I'm proud of you. Thank you. I'm very proud. In my life, I found myself sometimes.
Well, again, this is after Gabe passed, so like I'll give him at least a little credence that he's got some real emotions, kind of. But still, even this conversation seems like he's trying to stick it to his kids, as the whole season has been. Every conversation,
you, Aurora, in particular, make me proud. Not all my children, you.
Beginning with the ear piercing storyline last year, it was a very clear, like, this is what I do for the kids that respect me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool jeans, by the way, Aurora, with the patch, with the sun.
I was gonna mention that. She wears these sunflower adorned
they got him down at the bottom too. The
little flare
bell bottom part. Yeah. I owned those I owned jeans that look like that in college, sophomore year. I want to say 2002.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
I hope
just
not,
Aurora's wearing them, so obviously they're cool.
That's
Amanda.
what my point is.
Don't even question it.
I wore those in 2002, and like I wore them twice, and was like, I don't think this is really a.
Did you break dance and dance like this?
Oh my God! Every time I see that video, I'm like, she looks 37. She's only 18 in that breakdancing video. That's why.
Because she's wearing a cool hat, a baseball cap.
By the way, the jeans that I own that look like that, I bought from Dress Barn.
Oh,
so you know they're trendy. 909.
Feeling just lifted, wind beneath my wings type of thing.
Oh, he keeps saying there are so many things in this episode that you could have covered for. Yeah. He says it in the talking head though too. It's again when Cody learns a phrase, he just repeats it until it's
drilled. Yes.
Until it beats that dead horse to death. 9:15.
But in other times I'm asking him.
Maybe he's thinking about Garrison here. Maybe he seems like he is actually crying.
Where he is.
Yeah, that seemed real. I think that was real.
Of something when you go, hey God, why am I here? Where are you?
You know why I think that was real? Because it was so unnatural. Like we've never really seen him cry like that, and I think because it's so unnatural for us, because everything else he does is like narcissistic and fake, I think that might actually be Cody really crying. Am I being too nice?
Yeah,
I am. Okay, never mind. He's faking it. This is all fake.
I think he's so disingenuous on everything. Yeah, everything's a performance
weird
to me.
Watch him like that, so maybe it was real.
I'm jaded.
I know. Well, I'm jaded too. 9:35. Turdy.
This was anger over the breakup of the family. I feel much more like humbled to that point where I am having those moments again, those divine moments where I'm aware that God's giving me that wind beneath my wings, so to speak.
So when are you thinking about? Is there a time, or are you? I can schedule it if I want to. I want to get baptized soon.
It sounds like they're talking about an abortion.
Yeah,
I can schedule it any time, but I want to do it sooner rather than later.
I mean, I just
I'm sorry, that's just how she talks. That's all I hear is just tones of.
I hope people listening to just the audio can even like understand what's going on in this scene.
Yeah, she dips her chin down to like bow her head.
Yeah, it comes in the back of the.
Smooth.
Oh, also, did you notice that Robin like cleaned the fuck out of the kitchen, or someone cleaned the fuck out of the kitchen here? Because the comments.
Yeah, I mean there are still tchotchkes all over the place.
Yeah, but by this time they've seen all the shade online. They've probably seen our housekeeping intro.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No, they cleaned up for they had like a week that they were going to do scenes inside, and then everything else is out. So
everything is just shoved into like the next room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With that,
and then it was tree felling season.
Ask you, would you?
Can't with this.
Would you baptize me with my pastor?
That is, I said out loud, that's a commercial break.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be like, oh, what's he gonna say?
On pins and needles.
No.
I don't
What's
even happen if you won't do it?
right, let's go ahead here. Oh, are we already here? Oh, there was no like coming up thing.
Oh, this fun party that Meri's throwing?
Okay, I did pull up Lizzie's Heritage Inn on TripAdvisor here, and there's a few reviews, like 10, and no one says her name, the woman's name in it. Like, it's like, the breakfast was so delicious. It was a breakfast of eggs, muffins, and hash browns. I'm like, well, so is that really like a rave review? Also, like, you can't really fuck up breakfast that bad.
Also, this woman seems like I would be afraid of her. Instantly, I get the vibe this woman wouldn't like me. Just right off the bat. She's just not going to like me. Much like we talked about something in our episode the other day where was I? That people didn't like me?
At the DMV.
Oh, yes.
Your passport.
Oh, the Social Security. Yeah. Oh, no, Social Security, they liked me. But
then it was another place too.
Post office for my passport. Yeah, she just didn't like my face.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what this chef is like, where she just instantly wouldn't like me. She doesn't seem like a warm, fuzzy person. And I feel like go ahead.
And can you retire from being Meri's B&B chef? How many bookings?
I think Meri is actually afraid of this woman. Like, I think there was some tension between these two because this doesn't seem like a very like, oh my God, you're retiring. I'm gonna miss you. I don't want to leave. I love this place. There's an energy in the air. Let's just feel that.
Yeah, retire. Jesus, retired means quit. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what it is. Is just she's like, even it's like if I take two dog walks, it's like, is it really worth it for me to even like drive all the way down there for like the $50? I think that's what this woman's at, where it's like, it's not really worth it even for the once a month. Like, I just don't even like.
Yeah, exactly. I never know when she's going to have like a friend of a friend roll through and stay.
And then you have to be there in the morning to make breakfast. So you're getting there at like 5:30 probably.
And Meri's
those eggs ready.
And I feel like this lady has a Meri energy. So these two were not getting along.
Well, but then also this woman does not like Meri and Jen together. She does not like laughter, I don't think.
No. Okay. And I think they also like really phoned in the food and they're embarrassed about it. Like, they just went to the grocery store.
I got that vibe too. I got that vibe too. They were embarrassed about it. Like, they went to Costco.
They got some roll-ups. Yes. Some little mini high roller sandwiches or something. They did not go to like an Italian restaurant. Let's cater this nicely for her.
I'm going to take my bathroom break now. Can you handle it for a minute?
I sure can.
All right. Thanks.
Let's see. No, she was attending under protest. Just here for the comments. Hella food left over. Oh, I didn't pick up on that. She didn't even take a plate. Meri, grass for content. This woman has never been seen or spoken of. That's true. Then we get this random retirement nobody cares about for sure. Oh, thank you, Jean. We're timing Amanda to see how quickly she can go. That's really quite a talent.
I'm back.
Look at this. Like, that's unbelievable. Seriously, you're like blows my mind. You're so talented.
It's in the room, basically.
I love that everyone 32 seconds. Amazing. But I do love that everyone is picking up on this vibe. Everyone's like, yeah, these two women hate each other. Let's just like, all right, let's just watch this scene of
10:25
work awkwardness.
Happy retirement.
Party for Madeline. I think just put it over there on the edge. Madeline has been my cook here at the B&B since I opened. We're gonna put these in one of those bowls. We have a lot of very good reviews because of her cooking. Hello.
Like, she walks in with her husband's
like,
never been there. He's like,
hi. Yeah, the husband's like, great. And you know, he's like, this woman goes home and bitches about Meri. So the husband's like, great. Wait.
For sure.
Come in. Hi.
Awkward hugs.
Yeah.
I know.
What does Meri's shirt say? Oh, it says feeling dandy.
Oh, it does.
Well, dandelions on there.
Loves a
Do you get
graphic
it?
tee.
That's funny.
Really funny.
Oh my God.
She's a jokester.
Can you imagine? Well, I was thinking that I was impressed with Christine and Janelle Janelle I knew wouldn't, but I'm impressed that Christine wasn't annoying about David being like, I got all this shot. It's called the slippery nipple.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't I'm surprised that Christine didn't make that more annoying than it needed to be. But then can you imagine suggesting a slippery nipple to Meri? I can already picture it. Of the wheeze that would come out if you were like, Meri, let's do a slippery nipple shot. Can you not hear the wheeze right now?
I feel like Meri and David would be wheezing, thinking it's funny. Like David thought that was really cool and really funny. And I hated that for him.
These women don't know what I got coming.
Honestly, what I thought, I said to myself as Janelle was saying that, I was like, oh, get an amaretto stone sour, so an amaretto sour. It's going to be something delicious and tastes like juice or whatever. Maybe not a shot. Just get her something, I don't know.
If David was such a gruff fucking drywall man, I feel like he should have been like, no, we're doing shots of whiskey or tequila.
Yes. Yeah.
Not a slippery nipple. It's really good.
Well, he wanted you to know that he still gets a boner.
That's his way of being I'm still sexual.
Butterscotch, Bailey's Irish cream.
Really tastes just like a Werther's original.
Okay, David. He had that locked and loaded. He's like, I'm gonna suggest a buttery nipple.
Dark chocolate raisin Mrs. Leg.
I love that.
Okay. 11:09. Let's wrap up this stupid party with Meri. This is all that happens for her in this episode.
All your family. Okay. So my mom passes away. We still have Madeline. Well, then Madeline retires. Exit Madeline. And I'm like, now what? I feel like I'm really embarrassed at the food that we have here today. There's nothing we could do is going to be as good as Madeline. So whatever. We already know better. You shut up.
This is so awkward.
Get some food. There's plenty of food. She is.
Oh God! It's just a table with food and then chairs against the wall all around.
And everyone's just standing around in a circle. There's too many people there, but they don't all know each other.
Madeline has been made to wear a sash that says "Happy Retirement" on it.
I feel like Marilyn and her family thought this was going to be a bigger event than it actually was, and they showed up, and it's real low key. And it's super awkward because they instantly know we should have done more for this woman.
For sure. Well, because I was noticing that Meri wore a feelin' dandy graphic tee to this retirement party. If you're gonna throw a retirement party, I'll wear this and my skin tight jeans.
Yeah. For Marilyn. Ooh.
Madeline? I think it's Madeline.
Madeline. Well, see? Couldn't tell you. Yeah. It's Marilyn to me.
No impact. Because she's never been mentioned before or will ever again. 11:40.
A legendary cook. She's amazing. She will definitely be missed. I really, truly just want you to know how much I appreciate you. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Mom did too. I'm trying not to cry. I'm not going to make you. Okay. Thank you. With Madeline leaving, I'm like, oh, the universe giving me a sign or something? Shut down the B&B? I don't know.
You could just cook once a month when you have a guest stay over.
Yeah.
You could do it. Or Jen can do it.
The butterflies are going, but they're excited butterflies. It's this scary thing, but it's good. It's unknown. But I'm finally going to start living a life I've wanted for a long time. We have a very long drive.
This music is hilarious.
For now, Christine and I are in my truck. Truly and David are in the other truck, the moving truck.
Nightmare.
Smells like boogers in there.
I like half an hour. Every time I go across country, I like to hit something a little bit different, something new that I've never seen. I mean, who wants to go across country and stop at the same gas stations or whatever?
Now, when she brings up this plot thing, I was instantly annoyed. What is this fucking paid promotion thing? But then where it goes, I just could not be more thrilled with where this goes. And it was actually super meaningful.
I would love this. I would totally stop at a place like this.
I would spend a lot of time in there. I would probably read every single note and I would be a sobbing mess. It'd probably be really cathartic.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Zuleska again about this. I think it's a really good mid-season finale because it's almost like TLC did a great job of really wrapping up this chapter.
Yeah.
Like, every storyline, I mean, I guess Meri's is like, oh, I'm closing the B&B and I'm going to find a man.
Yeah.
But everything feels very like, okay, this is kind of
it's getting everyone to a good place to leave it for a little bit.
Yes, and then now we can we'll catch up. We have new producers. They're editing it way more.
And we have trust in them that they're going to like bring us up to date now. We have a little bit more hope.
Also, by the way, you guys, Jody, did you watch this yet? Let me regroup. The screener we got doesn't have the previews for next.
I saw the preview.
You did see with the tell-alls.
It looks so good.
I was turned when I saw that. So I did not know that that aired. All right, we're at 12:47.
Because we wanted to break up the trip, we've been sort of looking around and doing some research on where we could stop. And I saw this place, Plot Spot, on social media. The whole idea behind Plot Spot is that you're going to leave a symbol of your old life and truly physically walk away from it, leave it behind.
Not to get too deep, I guess, but guys, throw out in the comments what you would put at Plot Spot. I haven't even thought of it. I feel like maybe both of us should have thought of something and brought it, but I haven't think of that. Can you think of anything offhand that you'd put?
Oh gosh.
I put my green card.
Oh, that's a good one. I was gonna say, I don't know, like a wedding album or something, or like.
Oh yeah,
I don't know, like I got rid of so much stuff. I just like. So
I could put like a bottle of vodka up there. Absolute, like Aunt Diane. I wasn't drinking expensive vodka like that.
Be careful. Yeah, I get to think about it.
Yeah,
but it might just be like a good thing, like, you know, put it in a fire pit like the Real Housewives do. Just burn it, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it in the comments, guys, because I'm actually super interested in that. I would love to go back and read these. 1310.
You punch in the code, you open it, and you can look inside at these things that other people left to show their transition. And then whatever you have, you tag it and you leave it there as well. And that's it. And you lock it up and you leave. This is definitely off the beaten path. I do not know what's out here, but we're going to try to find it. I hope we can find it. I just have a dream catcher. But I guess it's changing of dreams from one dream to another.
That's a good one.
Like I used to have dreams for something, but my dreams just shifted. They became different.
Chanel is so obviously annoyed with her. This is like hour 4. Chanel's just looking out the window this way.
She's like,
yeah, for sure.
David's story again, huh? Okay.
After hour 2, she's like, she's not tiring. She's gaining strength.
Yeah.
David.
That's why they're planning for stops.
Yes.
Like,
she
just want to go back in the truck with their man. I don't want to keep you guys away from each other.
Yeah, I think a lot of this trip is, that reminds me of a funny thing David said. It's like cue unfunny story.
Or they're talking on speaker the whole time.
I would rather that. And you just hear out of Christine's phone, you just hear
it's just breaking up.
Yeah.
I let me exit Bob.
Just breaking up over it.
Like dreams and nightmares going true. All kinds of ones when we're living together in the same house again. I'm like, where's David? Where's David and all this? Why am I married to Cody again? I don't know how this is happening. So of course I've had like upsetting dreams since I left Cody.
Oh yeah, do you ever have? I always have Radu dreams. Like once every couple months, I wake up in a cold sweat. I'll have Brad dreams where in the dream I'm like, I'm like happy, but I'm like, this isn't gonna work out. We're not good together. But those are like less upsetting. Radu dreams like wake me up truly just horrified.
Have you had them? I'm like back in a different house where I'm like, oh shit, like I thought we were like done with it. Like this is gonna be an issue if we still own this house. But I haven't had any with him in it. Thank God.
You will. I feel like you will.
No,
it took me a while before I started getting them. It's like a college dreams where you like show up for a test that you've never been. It'll start coming like that.
Mine's always high school, and I forgot my locker combination.
I'm
like, shit, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to go to the locker, and then maybe I'll remember it. I don't know.
And then of course there's my favorite toilet dreams. Yeah, those I actually don't mind those dreams, the Radu dreams though, because then when you wake up, you're that much more thankful that oh my God, it's not real. 1357.
Sometimes I still dream that I'm with him. It's hard. It's not anything I don't want to relive the past. People are like, would you do it all over again? I'm like, not going to answer that question because I just move on. I'm just moving on. Is it even like I don't think about him or dream about him or anything? It's so weird. Nothing. Not even nightmares, anything like that. Oh my gosh,
So I don't think Janelle was as traumatized as Christine because I think Cody was generally pretty nice to Janelle because he respects her a little bit. He was so awful and abusive to Christine and Meri.
Well, and it's different. Like Christine knew that she was going to have a longer road with them because she's got a minor kid. Like
so
she can't just walk. Oh, I thought Savannah, graduated high school at that point. Yeah, I think it's different. Like she knows this is going to be like, this is going to be a good 10 years of this crap.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
14-19.
I panic sometimes.
God, that's awful to imagine that. She has so many more years with him
You
still.
ended it really well,
Yep.
though, I think really it was over a long time ago. Like it slowly died. It's a slow die.
Hmm.
There was a time where he was like, I saw that he was all excited.
It was great.
Birthday day. I was like, I'm trying to, like, I just didn't want, I had no prospects for my dinner for my birthday. And like, he called me, he's like, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Cause it's like, I don't, like, yeah, it's going to be home.
It's so great because we already know this story and we only heard it from Cody's perspective of being like, I'm jonesing. Maybe I'll get a kiss at the end. And now a whole year later, Janelle's like, yeah, I had nowhere else to go. Free meal.
Like nothing else to do. Why not? Like get a free meal out of him.
So dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Kids were busy. I'll go out. He had a different thing in mind. I know. Lately.
It's so great.
Oh my God.
Oh, can we put up your poster? Because I don't know how long it takes you to make these covers, but like it would take me forever. But I just love the choice of the pictures that you
let me go
chose.
down here.
It's like
there we go.
The two
I know.
I mean, it's so perfect because for anyone who's not looking, it's Christine laughing maniacally,
throwing her head
Janelle
back,
just like cruising.
She's like, nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Just driving.
Sounds good. Whatever. So good.
There you go. This is one of those conversations that you have with your girlfriend that are not meant to be overheard by a lot of people. Bravo for her.
So if you wanted to go out for your birthday and wanted to go to the nicest restaurant in all of Arizona,
it would be like Mariposa or something.
It would be Mariposa, wouldn't it?
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Get a reservation.
His teeth really are very yellow. I've never noticed that before. And this is even a sepia tone flashback, and you can still tell his teeth are super yellow right there.
I don't think he brushes them off. Like that, like it looks like maybe he like dips and then like his lining is worn off or something.
Going on. Yeah, there's something. Or he's just drinking that much covfefe.
True. Yeah, he just doesn't take care of his teeth, and he's got, to me, I know nothing about teeth, but it looks like the enamel looks like there's damage.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's like you can see like
striations.
Imperfection. Yeah. Whoops, I went ahead 10 seconds by accident. Okay, I'm at 15:32.
Honey, thank you. Wow. And like we just sat down, we just kind of kicked around, we went to dinner. We didn't talk about anything serious. And Christine likes to tease me that he was expecting more, and I don't know. I didn't think so, but
nothing was on my mind, but we're in the friend zone.
Sure.
Me trying to have a nice time without any expectations.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask, what was the final straw? No, I think we were both in a place. I think the fight was just the marquise. We're like, okay, I guess we're over. You know what I mean? When we found the location for Plot's Plot, it was down a dirt road, and we didn't want to take a big moving truck. So we parked at right side of the road, and Truly and David hopped into the truck.
Janelle, you got this. Remember the
Moab, like that sound.
Moab.
Don't stop on the sound. Like, and I was so scared the first time I was going over. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to sneak into the sound.
What is this place called?
This is the Plot's Plot.
David, you don't need to produce anything.
No, David, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't like this. He's getting a little too comfortable around the cameras for my liking. I don't like it. I don't like when the men get too
what's this called? I don't know. The big fucking capital letters that spell out plot.
And don't worry, David. There'll be post editing where I'll talk about it later on the couch. So just zip it.
I also don't like you got this, Janelle. You just drive. You keep. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm driving, David. I'm good. I don't need your reassurance.
He's actually negged her a couple times because then when she said Tata Farm, he's like, "Where'd you get the name Tata Farm?"
Tata Farm. Where'd you get that?
Yeah,
like he kind of talks.
Know your place.
Like, David, go take out your condescension on Aurora, who could like actually use it. God, I'm being really mean. He's like the nicest guy.
Yeah, no, he's like super nice. Obviously, yes. We don't really like men.
Look up to Janelle. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, Janelle's got it. 1643. Truly's like, I guess I'm coming with for this too.
Truly makes us look like a Silent Bob and whatever.
Yeah, totally Silent Bob.
Trauma or 5-step, I admit it. And then it's about like these dreams because we really have great dreams about polygamy. Well, then it's time for new dreams, and so I like my new dreams now better. Okay, so mine is the jewelry, the necklace that he designed for me, the tree. I brought the necklace that Cody designed for me when Robin had her business.
It is.
Mine was this tree.
See the back here.
Kind of looks like placenta.
Bad.
Oh my God, that glass is so extremely awesome. I'm so in love with it.
Christine hated hers. I don't like it. It's dark.
But this one symbolizes Cody because it's something that Cody made for me. It's nice to make the gesture of just leaving that life behind.
Yeah. Oh, like what a fuck you to Cody. Cody was fucking. I bet his steam was coming out of his head when he was watching this scene.
Oh,
and Robin.
Well, you know what? Robin doesn't wear hers. Robin never wears her jewelry from My Sister Wives closet. So if it's so great and timeless, you should be wearing it all the time. And I do want to point out, like, yeah, we're being tough on David. We're just being like bitch eating crackers. Like, he seems like the nicest guy ever. And I actually think that he does give Janelle hope. I think Janelle's like, I want a nice guy like that. Maybe not around as much, but like there are nice guys that exist. And that's
I think at the beginning we were all kind of red flaggy about him just for Christine's protection because she was moving very fast. But I actually feel pretty settled that it's a good match. Yeah. Well, he also needs to learn his place. I saw something there I wanted to whatever. All right. 1731.
Oh wow. Do you think they come in and empty it out once in a while?
There's 2 heads in there.
Oh,
okay. So let's like Tony and the Kelties' heads.
Like I have the picture here.
Yeah.
Which I think Amy or Meri. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I won't touch. Sorry.
I'll click. Don't touch. I will click now. All right. These what is this? That is, I don't know what the woman is. It kind of looks like Jen more than anyone.
Well, that looks like Cody and Jen.
That there's no way that isn't Cody though, is the thing. Like that is Cody Brown.
You think Truly made it in there? Like Truly made that, snuck it in there?
I don't know because the producers are showing it. David acknowledges it. He says there are 2 heads in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the girl one is. Again, it does look like Jen, but there's no, how could this be anything other than Cody? This is Cody Brown.
That has to be Cody. Look at the strands. Just the strands hanging down.
Like I can pick, there's a plaid, there's like a checkered blue and white shirt beneath that head.
Right. Those look like the piñatas from Tony McKelty's wedding, but that
100%.
That is Jen's face. You're so right.
Like Jen's face, but I wonder maybe exactly it's Cody like her. Do you think they made piñatas of Cody and Christine for Tony and McKelty's wedding and they put those in there as like a joke?
No. I want the real heads to come forward. Like who put those in there? Because now we have to know.
This isn't the biggest mystery of the whole season.
Because that is Jen's face.
Ew, what? That is Jen.
That is Jen. And that is Cody. With the 2 little strands coming down the forward of
yes, no, like this is so clearly supposed to be Cody. Unless maybe
that's that.
All right, 1739.
Whoa, look at wait, the Cheetah's bag is the mess. Plot's Plot was built to honor David Plotz. He was a CEO of a company and he was moving on. It was a big time of transition. So it's kind of become now this pilgrimage site. If you have a big life transition, you're going to leave something behind and step into the new life.
So it was interesting to kind of read what everybody had left behind, their note and everything like that.
Yeah, I would. If Truly was my child, she would be miserable by the end because I would sit and read every single thing.
Read the diary. Read the journal.
Would because it's so fascinating to me. That's like so cool. I'm sure Truly was over it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cool. It was very worth the stop. It was amazing. All right, I'm leaving mine behind. Discarding old dreams, building new dreams, Dreamcatcher. It was all purchased in Flagstaff, so I'm leaving Flagstaff behind.
Nice.
There we go.
So I'm leaving behind the necklace that Cody designed for me. I'm gonna
we know it, girl.
Build my own. I'm gonna make my own tree.
I'm gonna make my own tree, even though I can't plant on my land.
This trip is somewhat symbolic, right? Because I'm leaving the place I've always lived. I'm going
Good for
to
you,
somewhere so
Janelle.
completely foreign. I'm stepping into a new life. I'm leaving behind my friends. I'm leaving it all behind.
It is very freeing. I highly suggest a move.
Agreed. It's so.
I really did
and then you get rid of all like your old shit.
I walked away because I loved it, but it was time to kind of leave it. It's interesting as I've been going through my stuff. It's like, oh, I don't need that anymore. I don't need.
Yeah, we know, Meri, because you've been doing a show and tell all fucking season with your shit.
I know. We've been hearing about this in your house the whole time.
You're the sign, and then you're burning this, and then you're tearing up that. Like, we know.
Anymore. It's weird how when you physically get rid of something, how it makes you feel lighter. Like, I have felt that like so much in the past year.
We're back. What's he gonna say? I'm nervous.
God, I know. He should have taken a Xanax before this scene with Aurora.
He might say no to something that's gonna be all about him being a hero and a god. He gets to be godlike here.
Is Aurora gonna be able to handle this?
So when I started attending
It's a big decision.
I really enjoyed it.
When she said that, I was stunned. I was like, really? Okay, so I can help baptize you? I mean, they're not checking for my authority, or they're asking me.
Well, according to what Amanda G said, they should be checking for your authority.
Because that was really the religion I grew up in.
Also, you didn't grow up in I get so annoyed when he talks about like all these people he knows because he didn't join the AUB until he was 19. So annoying.
Just like Robin, I was in a lot of polygamous families. It always happened that way. No, you had daddy come every single weekend because your mom was the favorite. So shut up. Ugh.
Sorry, I had to cough. Okay.
Amy, I'm sending you a huge hug. You're amazing. Just reading comments. You're amazing.
Okay. 2006.
Is he okay with that? Yes.
They're too overwhelmed to speak.
Oh, yeah. They're hugging. I'm surprised they're not kissing on the lips, to be honest.
Thank you.
That was unexpected. Okay, Cody, you're laying it on a little thick here.
I feel like is a way for us to kind of be included and a part of it and not feel so much like an outsider.
I'm going to give your mom a hug too.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
So
I'm so nervous.
A group hug over your like 23-year-old getting a baptized.
It's like the right thing for her. She's following her life path and her beliefs, and I support that.
No one cares.
Okay, let's go ahead here.
This happening.
I'm at 21. I'm at 21:20. Boo.
We're driving along. We're all here on the road together. David and Truly are coming along in the movie van. Christine and I are here in the truck. And we're just driving. I thought a lot about our trips, and you remember.
her. We would get to a hotel, and I think you were always in a different phase than I was in. I was so much more needy than you. I didn't realize I was super needy, but I remember now looking back, I was like, I was needy. I had some needs that weren't being met, and I was needy. And so I remember
it's not needy to just expect more than bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
To desire more than bare minimum.
Yep.
I saw
she could have been needy. She could have been needy at times. Or
I think she probably is also needy, but like,
but it's out of jealousy that Cody was purposely making her feel jealous.
Yeah,
that's why it's not okay. So it was purposeful.
I saw a TikTok the other day where the girl was saying, just because I'm low maintenance doesn't mean I deserve bare minimum. And I'm like,
yes,
exactly.
Yes. I remember like going through my divorce and I saw that quote and I was like, exactly.
2156.
Hotels always, and he never would say where he was going to stay. We never knew. Oh yeah, no.
Well, no, you did know.
I used to try to would stay with me because he's such a disruption. I just want to have my own space. There you go. You know, Cody was always pretty good about being really fair with his time. He would just sort of, stay with one family and then he'd move on. When we travel, it was like all bets were out. Why is that? Is that just a state of? I have no idea. He's very flighty. I really wasn't really.
Robin's eyes are darted. I mean, I always notice that she won't make eye contact with the camera, but especially this episode, and she does this weird, like, this face a couple times.
Yeah, she's like, I don't really know, like, I wasn't really paying attention to, like, Cody's schedule where he was.
Know that? Like, that's like like, you think that handsome Alice would have been like, just so you know, to be a good liar, you need to, like, make eye contact.
No, she's that stupid. She's like a rose. She's that stupid. And also, of course, you weren't paying attention to where he was going because he was always with you. And you
didn't have to notice it.
It was going to be a very short period of time until he came back. So, of course, you wouldn't. She's so stupid.
2225.
Paying attention to Cody's schedule.
Uh-huh.
I was okay if he wasn't there. And I was
sure.
I was great.
Here it is right here.
You lying bitch.
It seemed like it was a thing a lot for a couple of my sister wives. I'm a planner. Like, I want to know what to expect.
I totally get this too. That, like, can you just tell me when you're coming over?
Yes.
But can I just have that courtesy so that I can plan for the day, the week?
I want to know next week. What does next week look like so I can plan out my day?
Even what day you're coming, not even the hour. But he would just that is disruptive, especially for somebody with anxiety, to just have he can blow in at any moment. That's
awful. But what is that? Why does that work for Cody? Oh, I know, control. Because if you can keep everyone guessing, you're the one in control. They can't do anything without knowing what your plan is. He knew exactly what he was doing.
And I just very often wouldn't get that kind of respect, to even just know. And he would just like show up.
I was flying by the seat of my pants most of the time, just creative.
Yeah, no shit.
Much more well
creative. I guffawed when he said that. Just creative.
Mm-hmm. No, he wouldn't just go to Robin's like even the kids said. He was just always at Robin's. His office was at Robin's behind a closed door.
Yep.
We couldn't find him. He was at Robin's. I was like, oh, really? I don't know.
Completely rigid, where there is no flexibility.
So you should have done that.
Polygamist who wouldn't even stay with his.
I think whenever Cody references, I knew a polygamist, that it's always Joe Darger.
Joe Darger.
Always.
That's exactly what I thought too. I'm like, okay, so wives' birthdays, Darger isn't.
But that also does speak to what we know about Joe Darger as being like a fucking asshole, that he would be like, no, it's your birthday. Too bad. It's not your night. Which I don't know if that works better or not.
Now tomorrow's weigh-in, so you better start your fast.
Reps in.
Yep. If you're going to be making the lightweight category, right.
Wife on her birthday, because that was out of the sync with the schedule, celebrate your birthday on the night that I stay with you. For me, I believe in retrospect that my style of living plural marriage was a little bit too flexible.
Okay, so there's something.
A little bit too flexible.
Yes, it's the nicest possible thing. Okay, so we got a Meri and Jen. I mean, it's very overly produced, but they're at least better at this than Aurora, Cody, and Robin. We're like, well, I know that side. No more B&B, right?
Also, this food that they're cleaning up was like thrown together, and there's a lot left.
Yeah, because it was a couple days old.
Yeah.
It wasn't fresh in any way.
So, now what?
There is a lot of food left.
I know that sigh.
Ugh.
You're like, I don't want to keep doing the B&B. I already know it. I don't. The B&B was never my dream. You know.
Oh my! We're
really because
watching this season.
We're like recapping that season on our Patreon right now, and
it's all she wants and all she can talk about. This is her dream. The B&B. Is mom gonna live there? Mom can switch her room every night. She can sleep in whatever room mom wants to sleep in. Meri won't shut up about the B&B. And the reason the family didn't want her to have the B&B is because they knew exactly this. It really wasn't her dream to have the B&B. She just wanted the fucking house.
You're right.
She never wanted the B&B. She wouldn't actually do it. She just wanted the house.
Because then Meri does it. Meri buys it by herself after that. So, but then she's still, it's like she'll just double down. It's like with the catfishing. Just say it now. Like, it's already been exposed. Just now you can just say, oh, I wanted to leave Cody. I had an affair. Or I didn't really want to do a B&B. I just wanted the house. Just say it.
Yeah, the house has been in the family. I didn't want to have to keep it as a business. I thought I had to, but this I just don't want to know. No, all along this has been the plan.
It's annoying. Stop
just
rewriting.
Be honest.
God. Makes sense. Yeah. Having the house was my dream. So you got that dream. Yeah. What's your next dream? Oh, I don't know. I need to find a man. A dream.
Well,
dream.
Well, okay. Let's not get carried away. Let's just start with the man. Dreamy man. Okay.
Yeah.
She's laughing though. Meri's already right now. I have it paused, and she is about to go down.
I know, since Meri is quite frankly hilarious, according to her, she needs to date someone who has interests comedy.
Yeah, she's gonna go on to say that she's gonna do a roundabout way of saying there ain't no men for me in Parowan. Nobody fucking lives here.
But so man, they are beating down her door. They want to get it in with Meri. She's got stalkers.
She had to block people. She's like, it gets to a point where you have to say this isn't gonna happen, buddy. I'm like, I feel
okay,
like
it happened once. And she and Jen joked about it, and now they've made a whole thing. This is Meri never having had a boyfriend. She goes on a date, and they're like, "Oh
my God." Meri Marmolejo. God, I hope I said that right. Is asking, so Amos isn't going to be featured. I feel like no. I think Meri did say in a Fridays with Friends at one point that I think he was there. He wasn't around long enough for filming to resume.
I think he might have been the one who kept calling. Probably because she let him on, putting him in an Instagram Valentine's post. Yeah, exactly.
God, that was so funny the way that all happened, where Meri thought oh, let me announce a boyfriend and not think that we would all go and find his bankruptcies, his 3 divorces, within minutes.
Yeah, sometimes it just arrives right at your door and you're like, whoa.
2413. Whoops.
Hot.
You know, I'm definitely open to finding a man. I have no intention of living my life single. I've dated a little bit. I've gone out on dates, and I am enjoying meeting people and talking to people, but I have not found my person yet. I just need to figure out what to do with the house.
Honestly, I don't find anything wrong with this. I think it's nice that Meri is I want to be with somebody. That's what I see my life. And so I do hope she does find someone.
Yeah, but this is a great point, Mama Squirrel. This is perfectly said. Meri's desperation is like a force field keeping men away. Again, Christine is about to say it in an episode that we're going to recap in season 12. You bring a certain energy into the room, and she just does.
Also, if you're dating, well, I was going to say if you're dating Meri, Jen's part of the package, but no, because Meri, like we've said, would drop Jen in a heartbeat if a guy asked her to.
And I think Jen would be like, It's actually great. My husband hasn't seen me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I've had to be like, I don't know, your pretend friend 24 hours a day. So this
He's
could
got
be good.
patience.
Yeah.
Rooms though. You have a man for every room. What's a polygamy family called if it's lots of husbands and just one wife? I think it's still polygamy. Backwards polygamy. I don't want that though. I'm not very interested. I've dated. I have met people. I have gone on multiple dates with some people.
Ooh, you little slut, Meri.
Some.
Now, has she fucked?
That's what she and Jen, like, she probably made out with like 2 guys, and they're like, oh, Meri, yes, queen,
got her groove back.
Yes, Meri got her groove back. And he maybe like, oh, I bet like someone went to like unsnap her bra, and she was like, whoa, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, yeah, ruined the
Whoa.
moment completely.
Calls Jen immediately and is like, he was getting.
Yeah, handsy. It's like you're 54. Somebody asked if this is a crocheted Hudson Bay blanket behind me, and it is. My mom made it. And
I
Georgia
have mine
has
in the other
one.
room.
Yes.
I sure do.
If anyone wants to follow my mom's crochets, it's Off the Hook Designs on Instagram.
I think someone had said a couple weeks ago they reached out, but they didn't hear back from her. They're not
Oh,
sure if she's
I
taking
was going to check her
orders.
message requests. Oh,
She's
Amanda, I
check her
don't like
orders.
doing online. She won't even like accept an e-transfer. I don't trust it, Amanda.
No.
2504.
I'm gonna block your phone numbers for sure.
This happened once.
Keep texting me when I said I don't see this happening.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not bothered by it. Let her do her thing.
More into an event space.
Okay, so they had bread and salad.
The salad is untouched and soggy as fuck.
I don't know if I'm going to find somebody who has a business in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
Pisses
Like,
me off. So put your whole life on hold until you meet a man worthying up. Are you kidding?
That's what, because the concept doesn't bug me. Because again, a lot of people do just want that in their life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have a company called Worthy Up. Be your own woman, I guess, is the concept. She's never really said it.
Yeah. Oh, she wants to live her life and be inspired and do her thing. But I'm just going to wait because, like, once I meet a man, if he wants to live somewhere else, obviously I'm just going to be going to live there. So I can't be doing that. It's like, no, the point is you live your life now, and that person should be integrated into your life.
I mean, I guess technically she has been doing that for the past 10 years at least, plus.
I guess. I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous. Like, you're talking about a massive asset or debt, whatever her situation is. And to just be like, well, I mean, I guess we're just going to, put a pause button on life until we meet someone.
Yeah, this is right. You can find your own house and decide where you're going to live before you find it. But yeah, just like,
yes.
Just, I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
I hope she does find a man. I do want her to find a man and like be happy. But like, I think she's going to realize really quickly how much trauma she has and how intellectually stunted she is. Emotional.
Oh my God, this is so true, Mama Squirrel. Man, how about a BJ? Meri? Yes, I'll marry you. Exactly how that's going to happen.
Oh, I don't know. She sent that banana pic for free.
Well, or she fucked Amos, and that's why they were like boyfriend, girlfriend, boom, like go to Instagram.
Maybe. I'm impressed she got out of that, but I don't even credit Meri. But I think Meri would have stayed with Amos for years and years and years. And I think her friends intervened and were like, you're not going through this again. We're not going through you in another toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, after my divorce, I waited too many years before buying a house because my train of thought, I need to wait to find a new man so we can purchase that together. Yeah, I'm buying a new house next year. And I've said that to every person that I've met. And I'm like, I will be buying this and you will not. Like my mom was like, if you're dating someone, like they are not buying into the house with you. And I'm like, that's not even an option. But yes, agreed.
Right. Yeah, no, like live your life. If this is where you want to live. If I were Jen and Meri was like, I don't even know if I want the B&B, I'd be like, okay, so either you buy it and you live in this as a house and maybe you travel and you don't live in it full time, or like you sell it.
Well, she better
like
keep
if you're
it at this point.
But the thing is, like, if she ultimately meets someone and they want to run a B&B, then she's going to be like, oh yeah, me too. I always wanted to run a B&B. And if they're like, this is the last thing I want to do, she's like, yeah, me neither. I don't want to do it either.
And are the chances great that Meri's gonna find someone who isn't like a grifter?
Who wants to do a B&B in Parowan?
Like who genuinely is like, yeah, like that isn't gonna be a Matt Bayer. I'm really nervous she's gonna end up with a Matt Bayer.
Don't even want to do this with her.
I know. Yeah. 25-38. We're almost done, kind of. Not really.
Make memories.
It's a long one.
All right, so they'll have like weddings and events.
I don't know that I want to move into the house and have it be my house because I don't know that it's going to be my house. Just depends on the man that I find, I guess, and what we decide to do together. I am really just embracing this. Whatever happens is going to happen. I'm open to options. It's exciting to see what might come my way. So we'll see.
This casting for normal, Meri will be on Love After Lockup 2020. I can so see that. Like I could definitely see her dating a prisoner. Because I think the catfishing, people can easily catfish Meri.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, I'm at 26:48 and we're on the road again.
Yes.
You know, I remember when we first went public and we introduced this term sister wives. First time out, I felt like something that we shouldn't be sharing far and wide. And now I love it because so many people reach out to me and say, oh, my sister wife. And I love it because that's really what the term was intended to be. Women who are working together for the good of a family, right? You know, that's the whole idea.
People refer to each other as sister wives. Yeah. We're friends. Since Janelle and I really were. And so we just decided to be. We realized that, you know what? We're just going to stay sister wives forever.
Aww.
Yeah, that's nice.
I wouldn't really consider Robin or Meri my sister wives.
Yeah, I love this is good. This is good.
The same bond there.
It's not the same bond. It's not the same relationship.
Like I wish them well. Like Christine and I definitely had our share of struggles. We were not always friends. We were not always friendly. But now you take out the whole Cody factor.
Oh, interesting.
That's my favorite thing Janelle's ever said because Cody, that his whole thing this past few years has been like, they actually talked a lot of shit about each other. And Janelle's like, yeah, I'll address that. It was Cody. Cody was the problem.
Yeah. And we find out that Cody was going to them, spilling the tea about the other wives. So that's going to create drama and tension and resentment.
So what do you have to say now, Cody? Because that argument doesn't stand anymore.
And all we have is this left is the kids.
They raised children together. They were the two parents.
There just was never the same connection with them. Just personalities. Robin and Meri found each other. They had more in common, maybe the way they saw the world.
Shady.
I wish Meri well. I really do. Like I want all the good things.
This
for her.
is nice.
I feel like she's been through the ringer.
I hope she can get in a loving relationship. I know that she just.
You know what? It might be a game changer for her if she really saw someone who actually could treat her like, I don't know,
nice.
I don't know. Like it's so weird. I don't.
See, you know what? I can guarantee you Meri watched this and somehow spun it so that she was mad at them for having this conversation.
Oh, for sure. They shouldn't have been talking about my relationship. I don't talk about theirs. They're talking about mine.
But they're giving you an olive branch here. Like, even though she was a nightmare to live with, we wish
Cody was extra mean to her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna be mad.
Very loyal. She stuck it out because that was her belief or whatever.
Well, it's the whole religion thing too. I mean, same as you.
Yeah. I don't know how. I still don't know. I still don't know.
Divorce.
See, like I think she got one. It's not like
apparently until you have sex with the next guy, you're not divorced anyway.
So good.
I just think that's bullshit. Janelle says.
Dogmatic. I'm like whatever. I mean, that's a dogma.
Christine has had that locked and loaded to bring. Like, when can I insert that Robin shade into this conversation?
Yep. Let's talk about it in the car.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I used to be like, okay, whatever.
So good.
Robin said in the church.
Yes. We remember, Christine. We all remember.
Teach that you're not divorced until you basically have sex with the next guy. Skip it all. Go have sex with somebody. Then that marriage is over. You can move on. You know? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It kind of bothers me that Christine's so flippant about, well, you should just go sleep with somebody, because my brain doesn't work that way. I mean, the boundaries were set in place because these are families. Otherwise, if it's just some guy goes and gets a girlfriend, starts sleeping around, it's just a bunch of baby mamas. But we are a family. We are raising children
Robin
together
was
as a family structure, not just a whole bunch of women who are sleeping with some guy. Until I have sex with somebody, that means I'm still attached to Cody. I don't think it means that. I think it really is more for if you're gonna go outside of your marriage and have sexual relations.
Oh, like you were trying to do when you had your affair. Also, Meri, you are still attached to Cody. You would come back, with a snap of the finger.
Absolutely. She would
run when she puts on this worthy up thing. Well, joke's on him. I only lasted 13 years.
Right. No. We see you, girl. We see you.
That marriage is nullified. So, spiritual. So as far as that goes, spiritually, I don't know. I'd talk to God and figure that out. What does He think about all of it? I'm not asking because I just don't care. I know Meri has just recently gotten a release, like what we call a release, which is a divorce, and it's made me think, I kind of like the idea of getting a spiritual release, but I don't even know who to call.
I didn't feel like I needed a spiritual divorce from Meri.
Yeah, Danny says this is proof Robin and Cody had sex before marriage because she believed it from their religion.
I'm putting on my trusty Janelle. I'm a little
chilly. I love it.
I'm a little chilly. So
you're so tiny. People are talking about, because obviously they're bringing it up a couple in this episode here, but yeah, we've been saying that he's been sleeping over at her house.
Yeah, he was spending weekends there. Week at her house, of course. And if you see the mid-season preview, Christine brings it up and says, well, I wonder, how does she word it? She says something like, I wonder if
how long they were having relations or something like that. We'll get to
that.
Yeah. I will say, when I saw that mid-season thing, where Meri got me for a second, where she's like, now I'm starting to think maybe Robin was just fucking around with me. So I got excited, but then I know that there's not going to be a payoff because Meri's just fucking just all talk. Over the place. Yeah, all talk. Exactly.
All talk, no worthying up.
No, her and Robin are going to have a hug fest by the end of the season. 30-17.
And I didn't feel like I needed a spiritual divorce from Christine. I don't know if there's some kind of karmic connection that Janelle and I are obligated to still. Robin's believing in that still says they need to have these marriages dissolved or whatever. In the end, God will be able to sort it out.
What is going on with the property now, I guess? Well, it's all still sitting there. I get priority pass. Mm-hmm. I've got to make something happen. I want my money out of it. Because I have this other project I want to work on now. It's costing me a lot
my
of
t-shirt business, as it turns out.
To spend, but I've got to get a lawyer involved. For 2 decades, it was a combined pot of money, and we just took care of whoever needed to be taken care of. It really took me a long time to get out of that mindset. And I really thought that by putting my resources towards Robin's house, that eventually the time would come around, would be our turn, my turn. Christine.
Did you see that? Was it Australia? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? On Facebook, I sent it to you and I said, people want us to discuss this tomorrow. It was like a clip of, they have a different edited episode in Australia, I think, where Janelle's talking to Meri, and Janelle said, I looked at our business account and Cody had closed it and took my name off it.
Yeah, she was asking Cody to take his name off accounts. He went and took his name off accounts, and he also closed one of them. And she was like, yeah, I didn't want that closed because I still wanted to have access to the records of it. And she was then like, oh, okay, well, they must be doing something. If they're closing accounts, they're trying to hide something, they're trying to do something.
Why didn't they show that on our episode?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wild why they would cut that out.
Yeah, because that's kind of an important thing.
But that never really happened.
Janelle, when she sold her home in
so
Vegas,
annoying.
The proceeds from the sale of that went into Robin's home. It went into Robin's home. Why? I don't know what they're getting out of it. They don't know how much they're going to get out of the property still. Doing anything, the finances with him is just terrible. Yeah, don't sign me up for that.
Yeah.
I really did catch on too late that all of a sudden.
Yeah, girl.
Resources
yes.
for the benefit of the whole family. It seems to be a very big hot button for Cody and Robin. And they're always trying to revise history about how things were paid or what was paid.
Yeah.
This is a tough conversation for me.
Watch her eyes. Watch her eyes, girl.
We worked together for so long, and I helped so much with these earlier years.
Starting, blinking.
I helped so much with these earlier years.
Yeah, what did she help with during those early years?
Name them.
She wasn't taking care of the kid. One time we saw the kids at her house.
Playing with the dollhouse.
It's a snack, not a meal.
Helicoptering them too. Like, don't touch that.
It's a snack, not a meal episode.
Yes. Ask Mindy or Robin.
So that's her thing. Like, oh, I help take care of the kids. So that's why we should still keep getting money. Like,
yeah, she was the go-to gal, Rachel says. Yeah. It's
sure.
wild. It's like she's not even, does she think that she's even trying at this point to be like, I don't know, it's just I did it. I just thought it was all equal. I did help.
Oh, she thought she contributed for sure.
That's crazy, because when I'm lying like that, I at least know I'm lying and I do a better job of it. She's like,
I think she does. I think she does know she's lying.
Think Robin, when she looks back, she thinks I deserve this money.
Yes, but I also think she knows she wasn't helping. But Cody and their attorney have to tell her, remember, you contributed to this family too. You helped build this family.
Well, I can't wait to see how this custody battle proceeds. He's going to be so mad. He's going to be
He's going to have a lot of money to owe. He's going to have a lot of money to owe.
Oh my God. So
a lot.
We got at least a couple more seasons left of this shit. 32-16. I don't see this going anywhere anytime soon.
She got mad at me. She wanted that RV lifestyle, I guess.
No, that's the other thing. I'm rewatching that season. It is more than fucking clear that Janelle's like, I don't want a house because if I buy it, I am doing this so that I'm making a sacrifice so that
yes,
build on the land.
The goal was to build, was not to be art. It was like, okay, well, I mean, I've always wanted to do this, but so I can live in it until the house is done being built.
I'm doing this to force us to pay off the land, and he still doesn't do it. And he's walking around going, God, Janelle, I get an exercise at Robin's house. And
yeah,
he spun it to that Janelle's like, oh, I want to do this. I'm just going to do my own thing over here, Cody.
This is two liars that have to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
but they're both not even really on the exact same story either.
But everybody's broken up. They want to say, I didn't get something or I gave something, but you didn't.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Making sure everybody was taken care of.
So Cody always likes to say, well, I offered to help you buy a house. He wanted me to buy Christine's house, which I didn't really like.
Right, of course. You don't want your sister-wife's house.
A really long way on my new project in North Carolina. I love the view of the mountains there at Coyote Pass. And I wasn't willing to give it up until I have this new dream. This is it. Like, this is where I'm going to live. Like, I can make those final decisions about what I want to do. I'm moving to North Carolina. We're going to get this land, and I will be building a house. I've got it all mapped out, and there's no other plan. This is the first time in my life I've just stepped off and hoped that the other step was there. So this has.
Sorry. I skipped ahead, but we're at commercial. Okay, so I'm at 33:40. We're in Shreveport, Louisiana.
After a long day driving, we all wanted to go out to eat. Truly wanted to stay behind. She was peopled out. She wanted to just be at the hotel. So we went to dinner, and then Christine and David wanted to take me to a bar.
Fatty Arbuckle's Pub.
I have a glass of wine once in a while at dinner, and David's like, no, we're going to do shots.
Janelle, you've actually said several times that it takes you an entire bottle of wine to do the family taxes. So I don't really know why you're trying to convince us that you've never been in a bar, done a shot. Like, come on. Who you kidding?
I feel like Janelle can warm herself up and like get to a point where she's done like an old fashioned or something.
Oh, she could drink an old fashioned. I think she could really go Mad Men style, just like
or like a Manhattan or something.
Oh yeah,
a throwback.
Knob Creek on the rocks.
Ah, I like that.
3403.
Nice. Yeah, this is.
I like the boar's head here.
Yeah.
I like the boar's head.
I still don't really quite get the mechanics of how you order a drink. I don't know.
Janelle, so cute.
This whole segment goes on
Stupid.
quite a while. Yeah, it's stupid. I'm just gonna let it play out unless there's something super important here. It's just all of them pretending like they've never drank alcohol. And then Robin's like, I've never even been in a bar. Bitch, we've seen you in bars.
We watched you. You were there. You were pouting because Cody was talking to the other wives and not you enough on the phone.
Yes, or you were breastfeeding. So when they went out, they all got drinks when they went out.
They bring that dumb
lady.
baby with them. They had to bring a freaking stroller with them everywhere.
Influence. Janelle does. She's always been very good and very kind.
I would look silly if I were just to go to a bar myself because I don't even know how to order a drink if there's a bar. So,
all right.
I'm a little nervous.
Also, this bartender, I feel like he didn't have enough preparation because they're like, "What do you recommend for a shot?" And he had nothing.
He's like,
it's like Billy on the street when it's like name a black person.
Drinking. Oh yeah.
He's like, what do you want?
You know, David goes to bars a lot because he's wearing a sweatshirt that says Guinness on it.
Branded.
Every cool person wears a shirt that has beer on it when they go drink beer.
Are you ready for your first one?
Yeah, you've done shots before. Come on. No, I haven't. When I grew up in the church, we didn't
She looks
drink
so much like
alcohol,
Maddie in that
drink
picture.
Coffee. I guess as the years went by, we sort of started slowly kind of stepping away. First, we had some wine on Friday night when we were all together. Or we'd have a glass of wine when we were out. I think as we got further and further away from our congregation, it just started to sort of come into the family. It just started to creep in.
There were so many things in our old church that once I started putting pieces together, it was control. The whole outside world is fear. Like it is so much fear. That's just control.
Christine enjoys having a drink. I don't know about Meri. I haven't really been around her very much.
Okay, but you've seen her on Instagram.
You've heard some things, right?
It was very kind of Janelle to be like, I don't know if Meri likes to drink. Okay, girl. Well, I know
she drinks a bottle of sour apple pucker mixed with some diet root beer every Friday night.
35 for 34. Oh, we're almost done.
And I know Cody likes having a drink.
Yeah, he was pissed about that. Let me tell you.
Not Robin, sure.
What do you recommend for just a good shot?
What are you sobering?
A purchase of property and a purchase of a new home.
Yeah.
I just dropped my mocktail. I'm surprised that she didn't say I got married. A marriage.
New home, new man. And I'm wearing a Guinness sweatshirt, so you know I'm a drinker. We bought an Airbnb in Moab.
Ah, yes.
Kind of a new life.
All right. Well, anything you want?
This bartender's like, I am not getting paid enough. For
like, I don't really make like mixed shots. Mama Squirrel says
this is my actual shift. So like, if you guys are gonna order something, if you could just.
This is like a saloon in like the Old West. Like we have like beer and whiskey. Mama Squirrel says Cody drinks wine with his eggs, which is actually true because we saw that.
Yeah,
he had an omelet and red wine.
Red wine. Ugh.
So it's like, what time of day is it? Because you shouldn't have an omelet past like 1, and then you shouldn't have red wine before.
Well, that's probably one reason his teeth are all gnarly, and then everyone else is saying like, obviously it's the lemons because the lemons erode your.
That is actually a really, really good point.
Yep.
3601.
I think we ought to try this.
There we go.
It's called slippery nipple. It's really good. Okay. Really good.
I don't like the way I don't want David to say.
Because he's setting it up to be like, I think he's trying to really blow their minds, but Janelle is like already tired. She's like,
he's trying to be like because David's a bad boy.
He is, yeah. Yeah.
He drinks a slippery nipple.
I was in Wyoming once and I had the slippery nipple.
And he's still talking about it. That's how uncool I think David actually is, that he like remembered that shot.
Yeah, David's not cool. David's not cool. That's when you look at the bartender, you're like, get her a blah, blah, blah. Like you don't like, you order something for her.
I would say for a first shot, you do like a mini Cosmo shot, like a kamikaze, something with just like vodka, cranberry juice, and maybe triple sec. Something easy like that. I don't think you should be adding. This has like Sambuca in it and Bailey's. So you're adding cream and then a licorice taste.
Oh, I would not. I'm not a Sambuca fan. No. Yeah.
No. I used to drink the Red Bull.
Sugar-free Red Bull?
Jaeger, where you drop a Jaeger.
Oh, a car bomb? Is that what that's called? Car bomb? I don't know.
That's Bailey's into beer. Anyway, I used to always have those. Jaeger bombs. And now I can't even smell Red Bull. If someone was drinking like Red Bull on the subway next to me, I would like want to vomit because it all reminded me of like puking back up Jaeger bombs.
Lemon drop.
Yeah, lemon drop. Yeah,
thank you, Julia.
Yes, like
Boom.
a mini kind of girly martini. Just make that smaller.
Yes. Or
But
just say
with
just
the
something
slippery
sweet.
nipples.
Just give her something sweet.
Starfucker shots. What are those?
Jacob.
These drinks always have these really crazy names. I'm always like, who makes up these names?
Who knew?
Pineapple, I have no idea what the one is.
No.
It's a great title for a first drink, yes.
Tasty and refreshing.
Never.
Fireball.
Really?
Perfect.
It's a lot.
Can't sip it either.
Yeah.
Down it. Oh, God.
Fireball is, you know who drank Fireball exclusively? Is the only thing he drank? Mole.
What? Oh,
Feeling
that's
hot, hot,
weird.
hot. Yeah, he brought Fireball to that cabin trip.
That's all he drank? Okay, that's weird.
Like whenever he would drink, it was just always Fireball.
That's weird. Like that's like a shot kind
It
of
was
thing. That's
fucking
something you
weird.
like sip on. Okay,
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, fine.
This isn't a tea for a tea party.
Shots.
No.
I've done it with your children. What if I can't keep it down? You'll be fine. Okay.
No, you know you can keep it down.
This isn't a big deal. This isn't a big deal. Oh my gosh, I'm seriously worried about this. This is intimidating. Cheers first.
Well,
I'm
I'm messing up.
You drink it all at once. Yeah, you down it.
if you sip it, then you don't want to drink it.
Okay,
I'm a little
cheers.
bit like-
You do cheers? Cheers. New
This is-
beginnings.
New beginning.
Your house.
Great
You know your
adventures.
property, my house. Hey,
Moab.
cheers, baby. Moab.
Moab.
One,
David's toasting to
two,
Moab. He
three.
literally just toasted to Moab.
Moab.
Oh.
That's good, huh?
Janelle, get it.
Not bad. That's an easy one.
That's smooth.
Smooth.
I will say, like, when Janelle in a couple seconds says, like, oh, I can feel it in my legs, I like got not triggered, but like, oh,
Yeah.
I do miss that. Just that warmth. And then you do
that little
just
tingle when you
drink
drink for a long
one.
time. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can never stop after drink one, but drink 1.5 is always just, you're feeling so tingly and good. I almost feel like they should have just done a tequila shot because the lime at the end takes away the.
Oh no, it doesn't. I can't do tequila. Ugh, yuck. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
that's the shots I did at my bachelorette party, and they had to end up canceling the stripper because I spent the whole night puking.
Yeah.
37:27.
Come on, that was smooth.
Come on,
Wait
it has
for
good
it.
flavor.
Oh,
It's smooth.
Oh, gosh.
That's a good one there.
Okay, that's all I gotta have. That's good, baby. You're right. That is really yummy. You know, I didn't know
Ugh,
what to
it doesn't
expect.
sound
You always
yummy.
see people on the TV and they shoot it and they cough. I think David took it easy on me and he made it with one that had a lot of sugar and stuff in it. So
You didn't make it, but okay.
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't give that much
Is that
credit.
what you want to know? I don't know.
She's already fucking hammered. Oh no.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun. I don't feel
Janelle's licking her lips and around.
mentally compromised. Like,
where
I've
am
never
I?
actually had more than one drink. So I don't know.
No, that's lying.
But
You're
again,
lying.
I don't think that's one of those things. I don't know if I really need to experience being drunk. It just doesn't appeal to me. Holy wow, now I feel my legs. What? Yes.
Janelle.
Yeah,
Legs.
so cute.
Oh my goodness. I don't drink. Like, I'd rather eat my sugar than drink it.
Girl, I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I've never had a shot before. But I'm
Whatever.
really just about so okay. Little
He's
sip
like,
of
but
that
boy, do I wish I had a friend that I could have one with.
Right, yeah. I've never been asked.
Yes.
I mean, it just cracks me up. It's like, you drink this? It cracks me up.
He wants someone to have shots with him so bad.
Also, do you know how annoying he is to be in a room if he's at a wedding and he's going up just taking sips and going, oh, you drink that? Cool.
He wants to be a bro so bad, and since no one's ever has to do a shot with him, he has to just diss it then.
He's just stealing everyone else's shots. Let me take a sip. All right, we're almost done.
Let's be part of an inside joke someday.
Yeah, but let's be part of one.
Nasty.
sure, Meri.
I know what it was. There's no puking involved. I've actually never been drunk.
Meri!
No,
Come on.
Yeah, no, I've never had a shot at a bar.
I actually believe that.
I've never really even been in a bar. All right. Yeah.
Janelle's not drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Ew, these two. Here's to our lives too. And Janelle's like,
Janelle's flushed.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Who? Yeah. She's got a pint. I feel like she's gonna be way more sick off of that.
Just look at her like,
yeah.
Oh God, it was like a reflection.
This energy is
like,
just
huh?
like, yeah.
It's setting in. She's getting a little sleepy.
I think she should have stuck with this shot because now she's moving to a very bready beer, like a hoppy yeast.
I hope she's eating something.
Yeah,
she's gonna have an upset tum-tum soon.
You're getting in the car now. You're playing a dangerous game.
That's yummy.
So your first experience at the bar.
Yeah,
it's not intimate, right? It's okay.
No, it's easy. It's fine. I'm actually glad to kind of come in. Yeah,
Just chill for a little
Oh,
bit.
that's
It
nice.
has all the ambiance I expected.
Great.
There's something still wrong in my relationship with me and Janelle and I'm completely left
Yeah,
out.
she
wanted to
hates
move without me
you.
knowing.
Yeah,
If
she's
I
over you, bud.
realize
He's still trying to
gets
analyze
a
it.
little hurtful. More than anything, it could be just getting away from me and the experience we've had.
He's getting
to
there.
get to
Right.
something
He's
that's
getting there.
Better. I don't know.
You know, it's so funny. I'm sitting here in this bar in Louisiana having a shot, and I'm like, wow, my life is about to really change. Like, it's just different.
That is very bittersweet because, as we know, she was in North Carolina when everything happened, and that's why she couldn't be there. So
yeah,
it's sad. I will say, tentatively speaking, I'm impressed with how it looks like they're trying to handle this Garrison thing. Because I almost wonder if that's why they took the little break. Because now we're in the month leading up to it.
It could be. I thought about like maybe they'll just put like kind of like a Chiron thing, like, you know, that this happened and now we are like, you know, in the aftermath of that.
Well, I want a whole special, but by the way, we buried the lead here. Do you know what's in this Sister Wives spot for the next few weeks?
No.
It's Meet the Baldwins.
No.
So I guess we have something to cover. Ilaria.
No, I can't watch her like even.
Well, I think we're watching it, babe.
No,
let Jody know.
No, I can't. I cannot give them.
I don't have an opinion about. I mean, I'm a big Baldwin head. I don't care about Hilaria. I don't know anything about her. You're the one that needs to watch it. It's not funny if I
stand her. I can't.
How do you say cucumber?
How you say cucumber?
Tell Jody she has to recap it, guys.
No,
we're into it.
God. Oh my God, we're not recapping it. I cannot. Okay.
Having a drink in a bar is no big deal.
I love it.
You know, it's a new experience, and I'm looking forward to a whole bunch of new experiences. Like, in theory, I intellectually understand what we're going to be facing with the project that we're taking on, but to actually do the work is a whole nother thing. I feel invigorated. Like, I'm 55. It's a new chapter. I'm excited. Change and growth are scary, right? And we don't always want to get out of our comfort zone.
Aww.
But when you do, I feel like it's the most interesting place to live your life.
All right, okay, so that's the end. Great episode, I think.
Okay. This is big.
Coming up this spring.
Oh my God.
Our Sister Wives.
There's so many people that are like, she was a liar. She was manipulating. I had this bond with her, and I'm now questioning why tell me that you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months and months. She'd act like she was your best friend and then completely ignore you. That's really
Yep.
Look how bow-legged Cody is when he walks.
Uh-huh.
And then now it's Robin and Cody eating. I think it's Valentine's Day because he's holding like a Valentine's Day bag. So they're in the restaurant and Robin's eating like this, like just miserable. And then Cody's eating like this.
Uh-huh. He has his Heart of the Ocean on.
No, that's not the Heart of the Ocean because this one's gold, Jody.
Oh, okay. Got too excited. Sorry about that.
wish we were in a parallel relationship.
Cody's drinking alcohol right there. He just sipped out of an alcohol glass.
to live through marriage again.
Sure. Okay, this is all bullshit.
Yeah, shut up, Robin.
He could sell the 2-acre piece he and Robin on and the 5 acres. There's a few things.
God, do you know Janelle when she meets with Meri? We've said this before. It's like, you need to get to my level while we talk about this.
Yeah, put your bullshit that you have about me to the side. Like, do you want the fucking land or not?
Get our
like, stop
money,
doing
please.
this. Yeah, like enough. Like, you and I don't even have to get along.
Yeah, we don't need to even talk after this.
That's all imagined in Janelle's head because Janelle feels like, oh, I got divorced, so I deserve something.
So I've never wanted to murder someone so much.
Not at all.
Oh God, I got so excited because I'm like, where are they that he's asking, are you nervous? And she goes, not at all. They never had the tell-all. I didn't even know that a tell-all was filmed, but I love that Suki is clearly reading. She's in those comments and she's clearly like, I need to kind of stand up for myself a little bit. So it seems. And he's getting aggressive.
How are you? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing all right.
Suki hates him, you can tell.
I'm so sick and tired of being guilted for loving Robin.
Wow.
Robin and her eyelashes.
Man who loves to work in the dirt, maybe, and help you on that farm.
Yeah,
so.
get fucked, Janelle.
I'm not asexual. I promise you.
That is sad to me. She goes, I promise you I'm not asexual. And I know that that's like a common kind of thing with Janelle is like we all kind of say that she's asexual. I said, but I don't think she is.
No, she's got 6 kids with the guy. No, I think
right.
We prefer to just meet somebody organically.
You're not gonna marry.
Physical attraction. There has to be intellectual attraction.
Mary's outfit is okay there.
Her hair's okay.
Hair's okay. Outfit is good. It's not LuLaRoe. It looks like a nice, expensive cardigan. Mary's saying, I want to meet someone organically. Like, that's cute. But like, how, honestly, if Tinder, Bumble wasn't around, I would be single for the rest of my life because I don't meet people organically.
Where's Meri gonna meet someone in Parowan or on like a LuLaRoe?
Anywhere. But anywhere though. Unless you go to a like mixer. At which point just go on Tinder.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want someone who's such a prima donna like Cody is.
Yeah.
We're all supposed to be Robin. I wish they would all focus on their own relationships without my name coming up.
Well, you're kind of
stop bringing up their names, you fucking bitch. Sorry.
I fell in love hard.
We've all seen their engagement photos. I wonder how close they got before they were married.
Oh,
yeah. Did you have any other sexual experiences before?
He gets mad here.
Meri?
Okay, listen, Suki.
Right?
I want to shut you down now.
When is a producer going to be like, if you walk out right now, you don't get paid for the season, okay?
Yeah,
babe?
Yeah. We're not paying you if you leave.
You just bought that. We know you just bought that house for over $2 million, so you're answering.
And also, didn't he admit it already?
Yes.
So
maybe that was filmed after. I mean, who knows?
Honestly. Or maybe he had to tell that to Suki, didn't tell Meri, so he eventually told Meri because he didn't say when he told her. He said when he told Robin.
I think he told Meri once he let it slip and like he's like, fuck, now I need to go back. Yeah. I know we'll all figure this out as they air. We'll figure out timelines. We'll piece it together. I'm thrilled. I cannot wait. When do you think it'll come back? Maybe April?
Yeah, I mean, spring is technically what, after March 20th, 21st, something like that.
For my birthday, Georgie.
But we're still going to be here every Monday, so come on over. We're going to be
the
following
Baldwins.
Sister Wives still.
Great. I think
I'm worthy up. I'm just going to
really
be up from
just
that.
Like
state.
Meri. Just like Mary's never been drunk. I've never been
drunk. Hey guys, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, give our podcast a 5-star review. Just hit that little 5 stars wherever you subscribe to your podcast. Check out Pod in the City. There's a link somewhere on our page to go check that out. Amanda, anything else?
No, guys, have a wonderful night.
You gonna play us
there's
out?
a road that keeps on calling me. And you're all adults, so bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment and click on that bell if you want notifications because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/TRPod. And we love to hate TV. Patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.